Hello, hello, everyone. I am your host, Dragons Are Cats. How are you all tonight?
Fantastic.
Good to hear. Thanks.
Yeah.
Viewer participation is required, actually, so you're doing a bang-up job, my friend. Righto, so I'm Dragons Are Cats. This is Dragons Brew D&D. Sorry to keep you all waiting, but here we are. And we're going live tonight with episode 73, Fathers and Sons. So tonight we are also running this game for charity. The current charity for this month, and I think rolling into next month as well, is the Unicorn Foundation. They are Australia's only not-for-profit medicinal charity focused on neuroendocrine tumors, or NETs. Their mission is to assist and support patients, carers, lobby for new and appropriate treatments and investigations, raise awareness and knowledge of NETs within the medical community and general public. How can you help? Well, if possible, your kind donations will go to also helping our players. Such as if you can donate $1, you can give a character or a player a D10 healing dice. $2 gives an advantage. $5 gives a natural 20. And for 25, you can give out a uncommon magic item. As well as for bits also apply to that. And for each subscription in different tiers of subscription, it will also account to one of those tiers, such as a basic, just subscribing, joining the fun. We'll also give a advantage, no, not advantage, a natural D20, so a natural 20 for a basic subscription. For a lower tier subscription, we'll give a player a natural 20 give all the players a natural 20. This is new, guys. This is new. I didn't practice because I was on the phone to my landlord.
No, please continue.
I'm just going to write it out later.
That's right. We understand. If you do a tier 1 subscription, everyone gets a D20.
Yeah, so with us tonight are our players. Start us off, Julie Gasm. What do you remember from last session?
I'm trying to remember. I think Kazimir met his sister. I think they realized they're actually our brother and sister, I think. Is that right?
Yeah, it's pretty much like looking in
Is
the
it a
mirror.
fact now? Is it a thing? It's a known thing.
I
But he
guess.
has not met his father yet. And I think that's going to happen. This session?
Maybe.
Maybe, maybe not. We'll find out. This time.
Next episode.
Is he? And just got to end credits. See you all next week.
On Dragon Brew. No. With us also tonight was last week's star player playing
I
Kazimir.
thought
Give us
you
a
were going
little.
to say Ikrim.
No, what did he do?
Pretty sure he wasn't there.
No, he was.
Oh, was he?
There. No,
I was joking. I can't
I think
remember.
I was there.
I can't remember.
I was there.
Also, for
We
our,
missed last week, didn't we?
yes, we did. Yes, we did. For our new tier subs, we have also a wonderful new emote that you can throw up alongside our little dragon kitty. So
Yay.
whenever this next player does something awesome, you can throw him up.
So we're never going to see it.
Best of luck. Boneweave, introduce yourself.
I'm Luke, playing Kazimir, the Tiefling Wizard. Last sesh... so the session before, Belvin and Sandstorm bumped into my sister at a cafe. So last session, Kazimir was like, hold up. Let's just go check this out. Could be a scam. But anyway, it turns out it probably is my sister, so...
Who's scamming who? Are we getting scamming you, or is this person was scamming us?
Mate, I don't know. I'm not a scam artist, right?
We came with you, and we're not scamming you. We came to you with this idea. And we're
Pretty
not
sure Sandstorm wanted my stuff.
Like, we've been together long enough to realise we're not after you, mate.
Just been waiting for me to accumulate loot.
It's a long game, the long game. Sorry.
And now set up a meeting with my supposed father in the morning. I think that's where we left it.
That is. Well, a little thing, something else in between, but we'll get to that. BM curfew.
Thanks, Senator.
Give us a little
Hello.
rundown.
I am Brad. I play Belvin, the Dragonborn Paladin. And pretty much just it was all about Kazimir last session, so...
Sorry.
You made it sound like a really bad thing. It's all about Kazimir.
Fuck
I mean-
now.
Where's my spotlight?
Not really, it's just a fact.
Look, see, it's so much about Kazimir. He has his own emote now, T1. Like, that's why he's he's so all about Kazimir.
I mean, now Belvin can't be the only one that gets thrown up, pretty much.
Why? I was there. There's
Belvin
two
got
people that
thrown
can throw me up.
If you're gonna throw out Belvin, you gotta pay more money.
But no, yeah.
You gotta pay royalty money to get the King of Mesra.
Yeah, no, we found out a lot of information about Kazimir's family, pretty much.
I didn't even remember. It's like, oh yeah, you got a sister, by the way. Huh?
Well, from what she said, you were 2 at the time.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, finally, at the end, we are with Probod.
What's up?
Who are you playing tonight?
I am playing Ikrim, the Kazimir druid. And last week, I think the only thing I did, or last time, was chat to... What's her name? I was going off you for the tree lady.
Lady
Marcella.
Marcella.
Okay, just Lady Marcella. Okay. And basically she just gave me power to transport as often as I want. And other than that, I don't know. Whatever. Holmesy, I zoned out a lot because Holmesy was doing everything.
Well, technically, she gave you a lift to Waterdeep.
Yeah,
Said,
that too.
if you contact her, she'll take you back and she'll teach you.
Yeah.
She'll teach you at some point how to do this.
Yes.
Yeah, legit. Anyway, we finished last week's our last session off with something pushing against Ikrim's very inner essence.
Did we do Belvin?
We did do Belvin.
Did?
Did we do? We did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember I said it was all about you last session.
Oh,
Yeah. You just wanted him to say that.
Sorry,
again.
I was too
That's
busy
what it
focusing
was.
on me.
You just wanted Brad to say that. Again. You want to say, "Hey, Brad, what was like last episode?"
What did you do last episode, Brad?
What do you do? I don't know. Who cares? So,
I fucking know. Oh,
I can't with you all. Seriously. So, something was pushing against the inner essence of Ikrim, though it wasn't his person per se. Something far off and away. Something pushing against a barrier that he could feel deep down. Something pushing against this. But that's for another time. We join our heroes as we have a peaceful sleep, sleeping in the morning. You awaken to the sound of a harp downstairs, the wonderful smell of bacon, eggs, mushrooms. You get down there is platters of fresh cheese and bread and fruits being laid out. Leozin's downstairs, along with others of the Harper faction, such as your current bar staff, Daisy, Aaronhold, and Regina. If you go to the kitchen, Torin is cooking up a wonderful feast, bringing out plate after plate after plate, and throughout the morning, different guilds coming in and restocking boxes of wine, the pantry, and also barrels of ale. Also delivering fresh sheets of the morning as well. What do you do?
Sleep in.
Sleep in.
Wow.
Was this just after our giant drinking session, or was this?
Yeah, you guys are all basically hungover the next day as well if you stay up drinking.
That was
Was
the
that one? Or...
that was
No,
the day
It
before.
was a cafe after that day.
Yeah, it was the day before. Um,
Yeah, right.
Still feeling it.
Yeah, you still feel it.
Well,
I don't know.
Belvin will obviously be doing his morning routine still. And when he comes back, which is probably like 7:30 in the morning,
Mhm.
would anybody be up out of everyone else, like these guys?
Hell no.
These guys, unless Sandstorm's up doing something, Kazimir's sleeping in, and Ikrim's can do whatever he does.
I might just check out that garden. I reckon the
You gonna check it out, eh?
The one across town.
cemetery one. Yeah.
Fucking hell.
It's a big walk.
That's what Ikrim does, I guess. Can Ikrim just teleport to the trees?
That's why I'm getting up early. Yeah, I can just teleport.
Don't you tree teleport these days?
And you... Oh, you have tree stride, don't you?
It's
Yeah.
like 500 feet, isn't it?
500
Yeah.
feet between trees for the duration.
Ah.
Wait,
as in like a maximum distance I can go is 500 feet,
Yeah. At a
or as
time.
in
doing that, though.
500 feet, 500 feet, 500 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do that.
How long does it last?
Wait, that's
I think it's a
that's
minute.
OP.
Oh, okay.
Sounds
I
really
can say in
strong.
2 seconds.
Yeah.
I think it's a max of.
Concentration up to 1 minute. You can move from inside... you gain the ability to enter a tree and move from inside it to another tree of the same kind within 500 feet. Trees must be living and the same size as you.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I can't go through multiple ones. I can only go through one.
It will help you though.
I mean, it cuts the journey in half, I'd say, so it only takes you half an hour to get there. If you want to go there.
He wants to fucking see this place.
Bye, man.
I don't know if I can be bothered now.
See you
I
guys.
literally
Look up-
a
look
tree
up the-
stride over there, and I'm like,
traffic.
This is your morning stroll in the cemetery.
You know what? I'm just gonna chill out. I'm just gonna chill out where these trees are in this photo.
The dead ones.
Yep.
You go
I
over
want,
there if you want. You can brush up against them, causing
Are they
light.
actually dead? Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's currently winter. It's the end of winter.
They're alive, it's just the leaves fell off.
Yeah.
So Sandstorm is actually in this time sitting on top of this roof, laying down, taking in all what's happened lately. Gobbles. Kazimir's sister appearing. It's made me look upon my life and go, holy shit, what's happened? And all the responsibility. I'm lucky I have my friends with me to help me through. I couldn't fucking. If I didn't have Belvin and Kazimir and maybe Ikrim, I'm not. Nah, we wouldn't have a fucking
I was
amazing
gonna
farm.
say no.
An amazing farm, we wouldn't have it.
I'm the
Like
acquaintance.
that keep would be in fucking chaos. It would not be like how it is at all.
Yeah, it'll be just like how Limbo had it.
I'd probably
Fucking-
it's
Or
just-
demons inside
it
it.
would take
Yeah.
Jesus.
Kazimir longer.
So, around about 10 o'clock, Sandstorm, you spot someone while you're up there on the rooftop. You spot two people walking down the street. You see what seems to be the shape and silhouette of Voluna, Kazimir's sister. And beside her in a cloak and a vest, along with a swept-aside haircut, is a man with a walking stick and a tome at his side. It looks to be quite thick, and he's currently getting it up and reading through it. And they seem to be having some sort of disagreement.
Oh. Can I see the face of the other person?
From this view and distance, it's as they're approaching towards the corner of the alley. You can definitely see it is Voluna. The other man, however, you can make a perception check. Let's see what you get.
Ooh, nice.
One thing that stands out on this man, you see that he's got the left side of his head shaved. The other side is a kind of long sweeped fringe. He has various metal items on his person and such. That reminds you of the contraption Voluna gave Kazimir yesterday at a game. It's a watch.
Thanks. Like, what kind of metal contraption is it?
It's spinning.
Okay.
It's making tick noises.
Can I have like a?
You also notice that on his left forehead there seems to be scars and a little nub mark of what could be a removed horn of some sort.
Can I make an educational assumption that it's like, oh, this could be his dad?
Yes.
Like, it's quite like,
Dadamir.
you know, it all adds up.
You can
and they're
get
coming towards the place.
You can tell that the pointed ears out to the side of that this man definitely has the silhouette and body of a half elf, but he looks like he's in pain as he's walking up. He's got his eyes squinted and his cloak is wrapped up tight so that the cloak kind of acts like a scarf that goes up around the neck, and his hair kind of folds over and basically blocks his hair as he's trying to walk through this sunlight, and is basically guided by his daughter.
Okay.
You see Voluna is also in a fine dress.
So I'm going to go wake Kazimir up.
If it's,
Make
10 o'clock, if it's 10 o'clock, I'd be awake already.
Oh, it's a 10 o'clock now.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go let Kazimir know they're coming towards our place.
Yes.
I'm just gonna give him a heads up.
Okay. So, Kazimir, Sandstorm gives you the heads up. Where would you be at this time as well? You'd be in the study.
Downstairs. Say.
Okay.
I'd come downstairs.
Okay. So as you're downstairs and Sandstorm, you come on down. You can hear, as well as you, Ikrim, you can hear this man saying, "Oh, truly, this will be a waste of time. No, it can't be impossible. I can't believe you're dragging me out here to this. It's not, daughter, it's impossible." Because and you hear Voluna shout, "Dad, shut up and have some faith, please. God, why do you ever always try to keep us bogged down?" You then hear the door open, and coming on through into the tap room is Voluna, following up slowly behind him.
I've been expecting you.
She turns to the side and goes. She turns to you and goes, "Oh, hi, brother." And following in behind him, is this man.
I'm gonna you fucking hard for it.
I found the closest I could. Yeah.
Sure. I thought like you got made up. I'm like, what shit?
I'm not made of money. Prominent dark elf features of this man with raven black hair that looks like it's had a dye job, because this has been dyed black. Along with shaved on the left side, the cloak and scarf combo covers most of the lower jaw. But Ikrim, as you glance over to this man, you can see that from his chin a spike protrudes of bone, not just
Chin.
yeah. So like, you know how teething horn comes from the forehead, this man also has one protruding from his chin, like a goat.
How long is it?
It's only about half an inch long.
Okay.
Yeah. You can see instantly as you are sitting to his left side that he has scar marks on his forehead where his horns ought to be, as if they were haphazardly shaved off, cut off, or removed. He seems to be wearing his best vest and a puff tie. He walks with a limp as well, on a cane with a raven motif, and carries the thick tome at his side, along with various brass, silver, and iron metal contraptions around his wrists, neck, and on his fingers. You hear him say, "Oh, this is truly going to be a waste of time for Luna." He's basically just looking at the place, and then like turns around to see you, Kazimir, and just
Surprise.
Sorry, I'm following him up from behind. Like I came in after them, didn't I?
like you
Is
could be
that
sitting.
what
You could be sitting down there as well. It's a
You great.
the whole thing.
You're following him.
Nah, following him.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
delayed follow.
Yeah, it's like literally just
Suspiciously like.
I
"Whoa."
expect gifts for all my missed birthdays.
I'm gonna hit him with a bill for all the childcare and shit.
Holy shit! That's dangerous.
18 years of missed child support.
Imagine if Ikrim came in and goes, "Well, my job's over. See ya."
Yeah. Sign here, please.
And then just tree stride on out.
gosh.
It's gonna be a beautiful moment, guys.
Well, he comes walking towards you, and Luna looks at you and goes, "Kazimir, I'd like you to meet your father, Velimir Malame." And he walks up towards you and puts a hand out for a shake and goes, "It's is pleasure to meet you. You bear a very intense, striking resemblance to my daughter. I
know it's a little unbelievable. I still have trouble believing it myself. Come, sit.
pulls a chair out and sits down and lays the cane across his lap and puts the tome up onto the table. How? Who are you, good sir? Who are you?
I am Kazimir. Your daughter and I supposed sister told me that we were thought to be killed in a fire. My mother and I. Yeah.
With that, he turns his head down in a glance. It's been 18 years, and it's been a hard journey, the acceptance of the deaths of my son and my wife. May they rest forever in eternity. He gives you a hard stare. He's kind of got his hands nervously spinning them back and forth. He's just...
He's like, rest in peace, son.
Do you know, for you to come and say that you are my son brings up a lot of memories. Memories that I've put away.
Well, what you do is up to you. I merely am who I am, and I may or may not be your son, but there seems to be too much in coincidence between our stories for it to be anything else. Your wife was Kazuna, no?
You could have learned that name anywhere, good sir. But it was. Because you know it's the love of my life. That fire. Luna was 7, Kazimir was 2. I tried to go back in. Smoke was too much, you see. Fire had spread to the neighboring buildings. When the Magister arrived to quell the fire, 2 years! Tried to get the City Watch to investigate the fire, to no avail. Where were they? Where were you? Tell me!
I'm sure that it was a very traumatic experience, but you should know yourself. I was merely a child, a baby, and I don't even remember.
Daddy begins to well up and cry. Steps up from the table and says, "You wish to bring stories of my family to me? I cannot be here. Although if you're wishing for deals on clockwork, this is a hell of a way to go about it. He is then slapped by Valuna. She cries, "Dad! Stop it! This is your son! He's found us and we found him! Swallow your damn pride and let that hope you lost so long ago. Give him a chance. Give Kazimir a chance, please!" With that, he halts and he steps. He just looks to you and goes, I am sorry. I am really sorry.
There's no need to apologize. I understand this will take time to sink in. I don't expect wounds to heal overnight, if at all. But if you want, we can spend more time together.
I feel getting to know you then. You just look so much like her. You both do. I need time. Please do excuse me. And he picks up the book and the cane and quickly does the old limp hobble cane walk outside, and Valuna's just Kazimir, I'm so sorry. He's brash, sad, and dumb. He's just consumed by his work all the time. He just doesn't think anymore.
I don't think that was too bad after hearing the story, to be honest. Give him time.
I think we all need time. It's still very weird looking at nearly myself, but just in a different idea.
Yeah, it is an odd feeling.
Come here, baby brother. And she comes up over towards you and just doesn't even wait for you to give her a hug, just automatically goes in and hugs you.
And as Ikrim has taught me, I give the awkward hug.
Yes.
She hugs you harder and says, "Oh, hug me like you mean it, dummy."
I'm just sitting there going, "That's it. Yeah.
You're doing great, son."
Remember to have a good distance on your hands from the body.
As the hug ends, she holds you by the shoulders and says, "Give him time. I know he'll come around. I'll be here." Just and he pulls it, and she pulls out of her satchel that she has around her. Well, basically her purse, just a small little folded box. Seems like envelopes in it.
Mm.
And just holds it out towards you. Here, you can write a small little message and it'll go flying to me. They're paper birds.
Okay.
That way you don't have to, I don't know, send a raven. It flies directly to you.
Oh, well, this makes things easier.
Yeah. I best go get him. Sorry to cause a fuss. And then she gives it down and goes, I'll be back.
What's your last name?
What's my last name?
What's their last name?
Last name is Malame.
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 No longer a walker, eh?
Hey, mate, you'll always be my dad.
He's already an adult now. Like,
What are you talking about?
you've been like,
It's
fine.
Sorry, guys. I have to retire now. Found my family.
Yeah.
Gonna go work at the cafe.
It's all the same. Like, he's already
Well,
I'm pretty sure he still feels like a walker. You have to. It's okay. It's okay. It's fine.
so she excuses herself and heads out after her dad. He goes, and as she goes through the door, she says, "Don't worry, I'll be sure to call again. You'll be here, right?"
I do need to leave on business, and it might be some time before I return, but I'll try and be in touch.
Oh, well, just let us know. We're in the dock ward.
I'll
We're
find
on-
you.
Oh, okay. Well, bye. And she heads on out, and you can hear as she's leaving, go up to the street, yelling, "Dad, what the fuck was that?"
That's amazing. This is amazing.
And Kazimir's just
goes
left.
fucking DDTs him.
And so, after that moment, Leo's just from across the street, across the tap room is just.
What the fuck was that?
How you feeling, mate?
Hungry.
All right, let's get some food.
You get the fresh barking.
Gonna have some breakfast.
Aren't you in luck?
Right. Are you Kazimir's mum? But she's dead. Oh shit. Radiant's dead.
Oh my god. Wait, how are you speaking to us then?
Oh, okay.
Text
my
from
God.
beyond the internet.
It's
Oh my
Ikrim's
God.
spell. Talk to the dead.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, Ikrim, you do have a remote, by the way. You said.
I haven't got Twitch open.
So, well, once everyone's had like brekkie and stuff, I think we should all go upstairs to like a private chamber and discuss our next move.
Hey, Kyle, question. Does
Answer.
like our potions, like potions of healing and that, do they have like a tag on them that say potion of healing? Or do you just know?
the majority of them wouldn't be labeled and tagged.
Or we
However,
just have-
however, you've drunk enough potions of healing in your time to know the smell.
Oh, I just mean like if you got like, say if there was like a potion of flying or whatever, and it wasn't labeled, would we know that it's a potion of
Yes.
flying?
They'd all have like unique looks to them, I suppose.
Yeah,
to the
they all
liquid.
have very. It's not just all straight red liquid.
Oh, it's just more like whether we would know. Like,
Oh,
it's
no.
just like, oh, this is a potion of something.
different smell, different viscosity.
Just have a sniff.
Yeah, mate.
And
Use
if we've
peasant-
seen it before, we'd know.
Use a
No.
peasant to try it.
Then
Yeah, just taste this, mate.
I'd
What's this
say
taste
Kazimir
like?
would probably know.
Arsenic? Ooh, that was the poison. Sorry.
Oh, is he dead? Oh, well,
Oh shit.
yeah, it's not good, guys.
Yeah, no, that wasn't the potion of healing. at
Gary
all.
said it's not. We didn't say it first.
Yeah, well, he's dead now, though.
Yeah, he's dead now.
We can't tell if it was just a coincidence he died or it was a poison. Here's another. Hey,
I
tell me.
think the foaming at the mouth wasn't because of the potion.
Could have been.
Could have been anything. I think it was just his time.
Yeah, yeah.
So you all head on back up. You all head on upstairs together after breakfast is done, or you can have your breakfast upstairs while you converse.
Mate, I think we're savages.
I will leave that up to you.
Yeah, we have our breakfast upstairs.
Um,
And then I'll ritual cast an unseen servant to take the plates back down.
It does. It does all 4 plates and any extra cups as well.
this is definitely brunch if it's like 10 o'clock ish.
It's definitely breakfast.
Yeah, this is second breakfast for.
This would be second breakfast for Belvin then.
Belvin, you know the Dragon Ball's already adapted to you. You've already adapted to your new appetite. A lot of it is partially uncooked meats as well.
You like raw
Just-
meat.
Mate, just chuck me chuck me just a raw steak.
I was wondering if you're going to say chicken. It's like, that's bad.
Well, it's mostly like straight up cow leg.
Fuck, just from the
bone
bone.
and all.
Yeah. Like a leg of ham.
Nice. All right, boys. What do we plan on doing from here?
Well, I'll put the cloak on the table. Fiend's Embrace. I think we need to deal with this. Well,
We have like a bard playing a flute all the time in our house, so
he's just sitting behind us.
can you hear it?
Yeah.
It's Leosin.
I don't know what like house.
Like, what are you doing
it's
there?
like it's just a random instrument to be playing.
Well, this place that we have to take this cloak, that's near Riverguard, isn't it?
Yep. Well, we can be back there in minutes.
I mean, we might as well get that over and done with, I guess.
I just want to know
That
that,
is-
everyone feels this is the best idea. It is dangerous, but we also have...
I think for the end goal, I think it'll benefit us.
I agree.
As
we
I've
should
said
wait.
before, I know as much as I don't like it either, but an enemy of our enemy is a friend.
I agree with you there. I'm just cautious of trusting devils.
And you should be. We all should be. But if it helps us in the long run rid Tiamat and her followers forever, might be a pretty good deal.
What do you think, Sandstorm? Think the Lord of Riverguard should have some input?
Yeah, we've talked about this before, haven't we? I still think it's the best we got at the moment.
Ikrim?
I've pretty much, we've been.
What's up?
This might affect you the most, Ikrim.
What happened?
Oh yeah, Ikrim.
The devil...
The devil inside.
what's his name?
Lord Volmer.
Bone,
Lord
dude.
Volmer, that's it.
Why
So-
should this affect Ikrim?
Because he said...
Angel.
Lord Volmer said that he had information about the god plates.
Ah, that is true.
Ah,
How do you
And-
get along with devils, mate?
And I'm sure Ikrim. Actually, did Ikrim ever tell us about his journey to the other god plate where his powers were sealed and stuff?
I think so.
Would you have? Would Ikrim
Yeah,
have?
I did.
Ikrim's
Yeah.
pretty
Carl
Okay.
said it.
So
I'm pretty sure I
Okay.
did.
you would have, and also
Alright.
Belvin would have seen Osha carrying Ikrim on the back of her wild-shaped horse form, basically,
Right.
at the designated time, because he was out for like a week after that event.
Right,
He
okay,
told
so-
you what happened.
All right, so we were there when he came back. Okay, cool. And do you need to follow up on the god plate that put you in a state a while back?
I would like to get my powers back and figure out what's going on with it.
Do you know how to get it back?
Nope.
Aren't you like a golden god or something?
Ikrim's methods of learning are more
Well,
intuitive rather than thought out.
Improv.
Yeah,
do you-
basically.
Or do you believe if you went back to the god plate that took it? Possibility or
Well, what's the
is
so
that the
with
feeling you get?
with the bone demon
Mm-hmm.
with what's his name? Voluna.
Devil. Volmar.
Volmer.
Volmar's my sister.
Volna.
mate.
Volma.
Voluna.
Oh,
The bone devil. For Luna.
What's the trade like? Is it going to be a bad trade for your
Well,
cloak?
He wants the
We-
Fiend skin.
We gain him as an ally, and he'll give us information on
Yeah.
god plates.
He's offering information and allies against the cult.
Yeah.
In exchange for this Fiend skin cloak, which well, get a fan on something. No.
Is it going to be the end of the world if we give him the cloak?
Well,
I don't think we truly know.
I am worried about what they
So
intend to do with it.
Kazimier's the only one who's spoken to this dude.
Yeah. But it's not like a full strength pit fiend. It's like a spirit of a pit fiend or something. That's the idea I got from it.
Yeah, it's like the essence.
Yeah, it's not like a full strength like fucking greater demon type thing.
It's Pit Fiend's essence held within this item.
Yeah,
Of
so
clothing.
it's not really
I just
like...
mean like, so from
full-
your judge of character,
I
do
feel
you
like...
think he's going to be...
No, I don't
he's gonna
trust him
backstab
at all.
us?
But
Oh, okay, well that's comforting.
devils do tend to keep their word, although they try and twist it.
Right. So, in what way could this bite us in the ass if we do this trade?
We strengthen a devil
Yeah.
in a sense.
But only slightly. We don't strengthen him very much, do we?
Still.
Possibly.
It could
I'm
pose a
not too
threat
sure
to
how he.
innocents.
I mean, if we all go there and then we could kind of like meet the dude and initiate the trade, and then if we get pretty bad vibes out of it, then we can always say, "Nah, sorry, we changed our mind."
Yeah, that'll go down so well, won't it?
Yeah, and then we'll just kill him
Yes.
because he's a devil.
Okay.
But currently, I feel like helping or going through this trade is the lesser of the two evils, because we do need help against the cult.
I mean, if anything, we need the
That's true.
information at this point in time.
Would I be being an SMR? Would I be naturally rejecting wanting to have anything to do with this guy,
I don't know, mate.
or is it kind of like,
You got your own free will, mate.
Yeah, you do have your own free will, and though...
Well, I think from my perspective, because like if you want to look at it, Kazimir is kind of a little bit part devil as well, demon.
That he is.
Well, you know what I mean. So like,
Cursed
I
lineage,
can see
mate.
it's
I'm
like
not a
that
devil.
whole yin yang thing where like he may be evil, but there's some good in him.
Yeah, you kind of get that sense about
That's
Kazimir.
just, that's just prejudice, though.
Mostly demons. You get the idea that they're gonna send, gonna get that bad juju vibe from them constantly if you're in their presence.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, right.
you got that bitter taste in your mouth about them, especially just the mention of it. You're just like, nah, don't like it.
Well,
As in that's the vibe we're getting from this dude, or just demons in general.
That's you in general about fiends, demons, and
Yeah.
all the lot.
that's the same for Belvin, being a paladin.
Like when you mention going to see a demon, you can both look at each other and go, "Ugh."
This is a devil, though. They're slightly more trustworthy than demons.
They
much
are.
so, much so.
They're not as chaotic.
Demons just like kill anything they see, basically.
Yeah.
So
Honestly, if we do decide to do this and it does go bad, honestly, I think we need at least Ikrim to be at his full capability.
So what do you want us to go to the god plate then and see if we
I
can
think
wing it?
if we attempt to get Ikrim his celestial powers back, at least then, you know, everyone should be in the case of possibly going bad with this Lord Volmer. Prefer not to, but you know, it's just a worst case scenario. much prefer to be more prepared for it.
I feel the opposite. Ikrim went there unprepared last time, and he lost his power. If he goes there unprepared a second, he might lose even more.
But we will be here.
I don't think I could really lose anymore. Yeah, I could just
You're still
throw
alive.
you into it and then get mine back, and they can have yours.
Still alive. Just sacrifice me.
But this time,
Why do you
we
think
will
I
be
raised
there
you,
for it.
son? Get in there. Yeah,
And-
exactly. If Ikrim dies, we can just have Anki.
So, what's the plan of attack?
Attack.
I'm suggesting we go to the God Plate.
I'm cool with that.
I think we need the info from the devil about the God Plate first.
More than likely, he's going to tell us where more are.
Well, that also might be beneficial.
But I mean, we
Yeah,
know
so
where
what-
one is
what-
now, at least.
Yeah, what he's saying is if we at least get my powers back, then I'll be stronger than.
The old average bear.
You'll be able to be flying there again.
You haven't even been in elemental yet.
Why would he? When
Yeah,
he
how
could
can I be a
there?
flying elemental?
Air elementals can fly.
Yeah.
And so,
Hey?
what is Sandstorm's opinion? Does he want to go to the tent where the devil is, or does he want to go to the jungle where the God Plate is?
This is a, this is not
Well,
dictated.
Belvin and Kaz have different opinions. So someone
Pretty
needs to
much.
make a decision.
This is what it is. We're making a vote. Put your hand up. If you'd like to go get God Plate, that's helps Ikram, right?
Yes.
To do that.
Ikrim, do you want to put your hand up?
Fucking Ikram, put your hand
Oh,
up.
sorry.
Put your hand up.
No, he doesn't even know what he's voting for.
It's fine.
He's like, put your hand up. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, just to go to the God Plate.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
I'm like waiting for Ikram, like, nah, okay, apparently doesn't want to do.
And who
Yeah,
wants
I'll
to go see the
I'll go to
devil?
the God Plate.
Who wants to go see the devil? Okay.
Sandstorm, what's your input?
Your deciding vote.
I'm not going to take a vote here. I'm going to take out my vote. And Anki, what would you like?
Anki's not with us.
All right, chat. What do you want?
Nah, we'll do the God Plate.
He's right here.
Yeah, what do you say, Anki?
So, where is this God Plate anyway?
It is 120 miles north west of Greenest.
We're going on an adventure, Kazimir. Adventure.
How far is it?
So
Is
it's
it just basically a triangle? Like,
Oh,
where's the devil?
Come
so
on.
far away.
The devil is 5 miles north of Riverguard, and that 120 miles is only to the edge of the forest. It's then going inside,
I would walk.
navigating the
So,
forest.
okay, so say if Riverguard's here, have we got to go past Riverguard to get to the forest?
I can
Or is it a
teleport us.
triangle?
I can teleport us to Riverguard. I cannot
I'm gonna-
teleport us to the God Plate, or even anywhere close to the God Plate.
The only place close to the God Plate is
Candlekeep?
Candlekeep.
And how far is that? Like a few hundred
From-
miles, probably.
It's still a good few hundred miles from the.
Okay, so I thought the God Plate would be it was a lot closer than that, so
All with that consideration. put your
let's
hands
just go.
up.
Let's just go there. Let's just do it.
So yeah,
Considerations of the you meant to put all the calculations, Kazimir. This is your job. Do calculations.
Oh,
Or is this-
I did calculate.
so
How close is yours?
5 miles
5
from
miles
Riverguard.
from Riverguard, and the other one
What we'll do,
is
we'll make a quick detour. We'll get the God Plate. And then
the other one is all the way down fucking here. It's like, oh yeah, just fucking 160 miles, no biggie.
a couple of days by horse if you buy some.
some reason I'm looking at you do control on a stream when I can just look at the fucking.
You lazy fuck.
It's like, yeah, show me where it is.
Can you see that, mate?
Sorry, Ikrim, but
I think.
I think-
I think
You are the
In-
weakest link.
After
Goodbye.
calculations, I think.
Oh, that's
Just,
fine.
just,
I'm cool, whatever.
just in the case of ease of travel, we might as well do this cloak first, get it done, and
I
then
was
make our
fine
way.
with the
to
cloak thing.
Unless of course
Pat your head.
you could. Can you transport lots of people through the trees, or is that not?
I'm assuming that's just me though.
What if we're touching?
Well,
Well, I mean, didn't your dryad friend bring you here?
Oh yeah, she could do that.
But can she bring more than one person?
Yeah.
She did last time, remember?
yeah,
That's right, she did.
Let's
she
do it.
transported the lot of you through one tree to another on the edge of the high forest.
There you go.
Ikrim,
So
why
we
can't you
could
do that?
actually.
Fucking.
Because I am not-
guys.
It was a different
Playing
spell.
Lucky it's a campaign with trees. Imagine if it's just like.
Just in a desert the whole time. Like, shit. Where's the
Yeah,
cactus?
I could teleport through.
Is that counted?
The next campaign is going to be set in the era of Trigon. Please.
I'm DM. DM. Let's say DM one.
DMD.
So,
Is a cactus a tree?
is there? Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you get spiked
So we
though
could
if you walk through
actually.
it?
we could actually-
You take one down. Teleport in and out.
Oh.
So,
So I
You-
could hit up Lady Marcella and get us there.
You can hit her up anytime you want.
yes. So you can contact her from the tree at Daggerford itself as well, or send off an animal messenger whenever you want.
Oh, I was just going to use sending.
Yeah, of course you can do that. Do you want to do that now,
Has
or do
she
you want to
seen
do
the
that
trees?
on the big jump?
Say what again? Sorry, Carl.
Do you want to contact Lady Marcella when you're at Riverguard traveling to the Godplate area, or do you want to? Because Kazimir can also teleport you back to Riverguard.
I
We
know.
should-
This is. Should we just do the devil first?
We should teleport to Riverguard first
Dance
up.
with the devil.
Okay. So, is there anything else you want to grab quickly? So, I'm just going to say, you guys
We're in
grab
deep.
all your gear.
Hmm.
You stock up. If you do want to buy any potions, there is a herbalist just down around the corner, and you can buy greater potions of healing, and other such potions in itself if you want.
How much greater potions are healing?
250.
Holy shit.
250 what?
250
Copper.
gold.
Damn it. That's expensive.
Potion of. What other potions
How
do
much
they
are
have?
regular healing potions?
Let me tell you.
Do they have anything exciting?
Healing potions are 50 gold. Potions of animal friendship is 125. Potions of climbing is 50. And a potion of water breathing is 250.
So they're all boring.
Potions
I
are
can do all of
expensive.
those things.
Fuck, I need to get into potion making. They're
You do.
expensive.
We'll get a herbalism kit.
Yeah, I don't have that. Ikrim does. I think. He should.
Yep.
Mate, you can be making us potions and money.
Hold on, let me just check. Where is it?
If
Yeah,
you
would
do
that be
actually
great?
have herbalism kit, then yeah, you should be making us
You
shit.
motherfucker.
I do have a herbalism kit.
Fucking make us potions.
How do I do that though? I need to buy material.
You click
Buy
on the
material.
button.
You buy
You can find the material.
Well, yeah.
you buy the kit and then you forage.
No, I already have the kit.
Okay, well
You
you're just gonna
forage.
make herbalism checks as you find more shit going through life.
Ah, is that how I do it?
Yeah.
Alright.
So, I'm gonna say you guys gather your shit,
Yeah.
cast a teleportation circle.
Herbalism check.
Nice.
Ikrim, roll a d6.
Ooh,
I was still kidding, but okay. Yeah.
you went
Getting
into the
back-
garden, didn't you?
Getting back to Riverguard,
Yeah, let's go with that.
you left a pot on, and
Yep.
Ramsey's left it alone to just simmer the
'Cause
entire
it looks
time.
weird.
Yeah, and it's turned red, and he just doesn't want to touch it because you're sus as fuck.
It's a special brew.
Ah man.
To that scent, it reminds you, as this large cast iron pot was full, it's now just simmered down to a small couple thin layers, like enough to fill 6 of these vials, as you now have 6 potions of healing.
Holy shit.
Oh, fuck off. Holy shit.
Well, that was easy.
I need to be doing that more often.
Me?
Are you gonna share them or just keep 6?
Oh, useful.
I'm gonna give
4. I got 4 on me.
Oh,
As
I have 9.
Oh. Is that
Now.
including the 6 that you have? Yeah, okay.
as you get back to Riverguard,
Does any of you guys have potions of healing?
I have 4.
Sandy.
Bobby?
I need potions. I like all the potions.
You have all the potions, or
I like all yours,
He
eh?
takes all the damage.
I take it. If I get hit, I'm fucked. Pretty much. I try not to get hit, but
do
when
you
I
have
do,
any potions of healing?
I don't think so. I think I used them all up, sir.
Have a look at your items.
Let's see if I got. I might have got some last time we.
I think he's racking up a tab on his potions, honestly. From everyone else.
No, I got no potions at the moment.
All right, I'll give him
Or
4.
which ones are they? Improved or
Potion of healing.
Normal
just
healing.
normal?
I'll give you 4.
Thank you.
So
Done.
2d4
So
plus
how often
2.
can I do a herbalism check?
if you're making potions, I'm gonna say it's gonna take a week to brew, like for your potions to brew, and then it's
Okay.
gonna be a D6 roll.
Did you see chat, Rob?
So it's basically once a week.
Yeah, cool. No, I haven't got it open, man.
All right. So for the sake of expediency, you guys return back to Riverguard, meeting up with Bag of Nails, Oshar, and the rest of the Tieflings, and as well as Alton. Everything's going well in the 2 days you've been gone.
Everything's falling apart. That's good.
Nothing's falling apart. You can gather horses if you want to go explore off and head up 5 miles to make it a real quick trip. But eventually you do get towards that of the purple and brass tent in the middle of the woods.
And the shady.
And the shady individual, shady doorkeeper, still out in the front.
What are you doing there, man? In the bushes.
As he stands there, he's just like, "You've returned. Come, my master awaits." And he opens up the flap to the tent. And as you all go inside, we have a conversation in the background.
Hmm?
And I'm also just going to grab your player tokens from another page. Just FYI. So just bear with me. But you all come in to see this stark white devil, this fiend with mosquito-like wings, along with a long stinger kind of resembling a scorpion. Its arms are very elongated that just look like bone, and a mixture of web-like bone that sort of resembles a kind of skin for it. Its head it raises its head, and you can see just pinpoints of red light within its eye sockets, as well as incredibly sharp mauled mouth that then drops and goes. In your minds, you hear, "You've returned, Kazimir."
No, I did agree to.
You did. Welcome back.
Has he still got these guys chained up?
Still got these guys chained up. Well, actually, you see, this tiefling is actually over here by this guy. And this guy is on the floor dead. Nothing's changed in
I
the
remember
last
they
couple
killed
of days.
one of them.
Which one's dead?
The one on the left, I think.
This guy here.
Oh,
They're giants.
and the tiefling's the one with the sword out.
Yes.
He's like a
Because
little helper.
in
What
here-
about these
Oh,
two
yeah,
other
they're
dudes that
guys.
are just sitting at the front? This guy.
So as you look to your side, you see that there is a goblin chained up, arms behind his back, to the post of the tent. Meanwhile, as you guys enter into your side, there is a orange-skinned tiefling with skin-colored horns, with brown hair, and he's holding a tome. And he bows before you and says, "Welcome, my master has been expecting you all."
He's reminded me so much of the nurse in Pokemon Mewtwo vs Mew, which is like, my master.
Oh yeah, you were really getting those vibes. You see the Bone Devil.
As in, what do you reckon? As in, do I think that he is being controlled by the devil?
Make an insight. You can make an insight check.
It's like, yeah, I watched Pokemon once.
Yeah, something
Watch
like,
Pokemon once.
something
So I
just
think,
like this happened.
so I think something sus is going on.
This guy's basically Mewtwo.
It's the thing, like your character wouldn't think that though.
Oh no, but Ikrim, you get the sense this guy's here of his own free will. He's super
right.
happy to be here.
Yeah.
He's just evil.
Is he actually genuinely super happy, or is he like,
Yeah, he has great enthusiasm.
You just can't understand.
Like,
How
this
is he
is-
so happy? Right? What's your secret?
The Bone Devil turns around, and as its forearm then elongates, picks up from a bowl what seems to be some flower leaves, a cut off ear, and also an eyeball, and puts it into the fire. As they then spark in eldritch energy, just
this guy's fucked up?
whiffs the flame around along with the smoke. And his other arm grabs what seems to be a vial, and he just puts that that smoke into the empty vial, and then hands it off to the other tiefling who has the sword out. And he goes into a bit of a kneel, takes the vial, sheaths his sword, and puts a cork into the bottle, and then puts it back on the table behind him. In your minds, you hear, "I feel the presence of Luz." You were successful then.
I was. But before we trade, I wish to know exactly what we are getting out of this deal. And your intentions for the cloak.
You see the head turn to the tiefling that had his sword out. As he's just put the vial back down, he notices the look and then turns around and goes to the back of the tent. And you see a chest become visible. He opens the chest and he comes on over with what seems to be a silk cushion, cloth over top of it. And as he removes the cloth, there are two brilliant rubies the size of gobstoppers. Just huge rubies about that size. They nearly look like full-on eyes, if not crystallized.
Don't think that's what we asked for.
You also will receive the information I have been granted to give about your cube.
And pointed to Ikrim as the arm becomes elongated again and becomes just near the tip of your chest, Ikrim.
This dude's fucking weird.
I want that ability.
And goes,
I want an even longer boy.
Belvin's kind of just
I'm
not
super
grabbing his
uncomfortable.
sword, but kind of just going for it a little bit, just in case.
Just careful.
And this one's essence and vessels.
and the arm retracts back.
The intent is to allow Luz to suffer forever, with his essence controlled by Jukbabatos, of course, as a revenge. The torture of Zariel's minions against his own is well and truly a happiness for him.
So your intention is to send the cloak back to the Hells?
Indeed, this one will suffer,
Can't tell if he's lying.
Make an insight check.
Uh,
Hey, Ken, how you doing?
Do I get advantage from the cube?
You do, because you can see the cube is kind of glowing with a intenseness.
11.
That was still terrible.
Yep.
You're being very cautious, taking this all with a grain of salt, not truly believing, but with an 11, it's higher than a 10.
It is.
It's hard to read. It's hard to read because you're very more on edge.
Can I
What
look
do
around to
you-
my
what-
companions to see if they
what-
think anything's off?
Belvin's
What
got
do
his
you want to do with the cloak?
Like,
directly talking to you, Ikrim.
like I said, Golden Claw. This one will be tortured for his crimes against the Archduke's minions, those born of him. It's not just the mortals who suffer for eternity. He will be reduced back to a sludge of a primordial soul.
Who is he? Like, what did he actually do wrong that's going to make him pay so dearly?
Here's an enemy.
Yeah, enemy of this guy who like gives bad vibes.
But like they're all devils and they all fight, basically.
Yeah.
Devils and demons and fiends and that, they're all just...
Luz is under the command from the Legion of Zareth. Zariel.
I mean Zariel.
Of Zariel. She is the one who is allowing Tiamat's escape. Having a swaying hand. And was the one who gave the knowledge of
Gesture's Kazimir.
the legacy of Kanya's blood to her followers, and then to those of Tiamat's followers, who now pervert the powerful blood in their own rituals. For that he must suffer.
Well, I have no issues with that. He's caused us some grief, too. And these, like Kaz looks around the room, these prisoners, you said they were all cultists who worship Tiamat, correct?
He looks to the half elf, the balding half elf to his right, or to his left. I mean, he goes,
That one. Yes.
And the others?
looking at the goblin.
And look who I stumbled upon. A delicious meal.
Hi, Tyrant. Thanks for the host. Woo.
Yeah. So that goblin's probably from the lair that we sent the tieflings, the apprentices.
More than likely.
And what about the last one? Well, there's two actually. There's one up here. Can't click.
One's dead.
This one
Yeah.
and this one. Yeah, this one is the dead one.
Yeah, that guy's dead.
He's the one that greeted us.
No,
Yeah,
this guy did.
Yeah.
Who's this guy up here?
Oh, that's your opinion.
So, yeah. There's like bad guy, prisoner, 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 and the goblin prisoner.
This guy's not a prisoner.
Which guy? Ah, okay.
Yeah. He's the guy who
Oh, so
welcomed.
that's the doorman. Right.
Yeah,
He's
that's
the,
the normal.
the
Okay.
nurse
That's what I
joy.
said.
Sorry, I thought you were talking about this guy.
No. This guy.
How strong would this Demon bee, devil bee.
Make
It looks pretty fucking deadly.
make an insight check. Make an investigation check, actually.
Wow.
I could take it.
Pretty strong. I'm just wondering if we could take him.
No. Why would
You-
we?
You know your bow has quite the affinity against devils, but just the way this thing is acting and its confidence makes you unsettled.
Yeah, fair enough.
He
We're
looks
not
at
here to fight, if we can help it.
Oh, I just mean like if.
Yeah.
he looks at that tiefling and looks back at you, hearing your mind. A pass by.
Which one was that?
This one up here. A pass by.
And the last one, this guy. Or was that the cultist?
The cultist.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
The passerby. Will you leave them with us? As part of the trade?
See it look. The Bone Devil looks over. Lord Volmer reaches an arm out, grabs it by the.
Unharmed.
Still grabs him by the head and pulls him over. Its tail then whips around and slices the chain, breaking it. Its arm retracts to its regular length and then throws him out towards you.
I'll quickly look to Belvin. Guess you can like catch him maybe. Was he trying to at Kazimir?
Basically, like just throwing him before you
Okay.
at your mercy.
Wait, not the cultist, the passerby.
The cultist. Did you
No,
want the cultist
I
or
want
the
the passerby.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
The
I missed-
tiefling.
I don't care about the cultist. They can fucking
Nah, the
have him.
tiefling one.
Okay,
I don't
so
even know. Is it a tiefling?
it is a tiefling.
Oh, okay.
It's a red-skinned tiefling with black hair.
Okay.
You might be a little bit like biased though and want that tiefling.
I
That's
just
why-
heard. I
that's
just heard
why-
passerby, and I was like,
But I,
well,
oh, I thought you knew. That's why you.
no, I was just like, oh, they just seem like an innocent, so I'm not gonna leave
Alright.
them here.
So, as you say, unharmed, he looks over to Miguel, and Miguel goes over to the tiefling, unhooks the chains, and takes it off and goes and pushes him over towards you. He looks weakened in a sense, where he looks a little malnourished, and his legs are a little weak.
Yeah, I'll look to Belvin and be like, Belvin, can you assist them?
Sure.
Just because Belvin could like do it one-handed, basically.
Yeah. Pretty much just holding up this person.
And
Yeah,
then
you just got him on your shoulder.
I'll just like nod to everyone and then pull out the cloak and go mage hand it over to Volmer.
Shouldn't he tell us the details first beforehand?
I don't think he's going to tell us anything before we conduct the trade.
As the cloak floats out towards you, Miguel quickly runs back over to the table behind Lord Volmer, pulls out another chest and sticks a large key within the top of this chest, and you hear multiple clockworks working, unlocking this container. As it opens up, you feel a tundra of a blizzard kind of whirl out from it. And he kind of picks it up and stands away from it. And as he brings it over towards underneath the cloak, he looks at you and goes, to give you the nod to put it in there.
I'll mage hand it over and into the chest.
Goes into the chest, he instantly locks it and seals it up.
That's our part of the deal.
Indeed. The treasure. Your flesh. And now, for that,
Pointing at the cube,
Mm.
and then to Ikrim.
to you. Originally, the die of the divines, created at the dawn of all creation. before the separation of the positive and negative, where between the gods, these beings of great power, was just a roll of the die.
You see the die, the cube then begins to shift on its own, basically like shifting into circles, triangles, moving itself completely.
The die moved between the gods as they established the divine gates, separated the positive and negatives. It was Asmodeus that coined the idea, creating the barriers between spheres, their respective planes of existence, and the souls in which they return to, which allowed their influence within the immortal planes to take hold. However, the last deity to hold the die was Bahamut, before the war between dragons and giants. At the creation of his metallic children, he passed the die off to each of his first 7 children. These golden canaries, each inscribed their own mark into the die, representing what they wanted to keep, what they wanted their personality to be installed into something of all creation to last. The last to inscribe their essence was Rysrath, who wanted to keep this power gifted by the die to himself, so he could keep his own power and his healing to heal that of the whole of the multiverse, whole of existence.
Rysrath. Is that a name we know?
Yeah, Rysrath. It's Ikrim.
Oh, so it was Ikrim.
Yeah.
So
That was a massive fucking data dump.
You're a dick, Ikrim. I'm gonna call
Yeah, we
you
know
Dick.
that.
We already established that.
You know
Remember?
that. You got just 2.
That's right. He got demoted.
Yeah, and then sent. Bye bye.
As repentance,
But it's like, you just got
Bahamut.
promoted to peasant.
in repentance, Bahamut cast Rysrath down, fracturing him into 3 for being so vain, scattering him across the plains, until eventually they've all come here. In his shame, though, Bahamut granted the die to the mortals, sealing the divine gates finally. The die developed its own essence, its own life within this plane. It continued to explore, with Rysrath being the most impressed on the die. We believe it to be able to react to the remains of the Golden Claw with ease, so long as the essence is close, breaking the barrier between what remains of the essence and the vessel will remind the die of its true purpose.
So that's why Ikrim got the first power up, because Kazimir was there with the cube.
Yeah.
And why he failed in the second one.
So when you say die, it actually is legit that die that he has,
Yeah,
The cube.
and the golden claw.
It's probably
is
referring to you, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So what was my original name again?
Rysrath.
How to spell that?
Let me get it for you. Please excuse me, my throat is fucked.
Yeah,
You were doing that voice for
nothing
like
but
10
guttural,
minutes.
like-
Yeah. It's okay, God, you can stop now.
No, I must keep going. I will get it to you.
Okay, that's fine.
Need some like honey lemon tea or something.
I had honey.
So basically, from what you just said, is in order for me to get all the plates, I need to have the cube, which is what Kazimir has, and it just needs to be present when I go to
What a
touch the
coincidence.
god plate. Cool.
What's that power in your arm, Brad?
That's his shield.
Shield.
Because remember, he can like conjure like an ethereal shield from his arm. Because like
Oh,
the shield merged into him.
I thought he was the shield. I didn't know he made magic shields.
But like,
It's not just a metaphor. He literally has a shield he can just pull out.
I thought it was his body. He used to just stand there and get hit. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Special boom
Because in this one, it's cool. Like you can zoom in. There's so much detail. This map, like you zoom right into the cactus.
Right in.
So, and with
Wow.
with that,
Isn't he meant to give someone else some information as well?
what
Was
were
he
you
supposed to
No,
give?
no. He said
No, I
both
think
of
it was
us
to give
about,
Kazimir.
about the cube.
Oh, I thought he had something like else to say as well.
Yep.
It just seemed like it was pretty brief on the cube, and
He was just saying they're linked, basically.
he gives you then a bow and says, "With that, our deal is complete."
That it is. And now, what do you intend to do?
Continue. The orders granted by the summoner.
And looks over to the dead man's body to his right, which has a bald. He has a bald head. Basically, his throat's been torn out, and his insides have been what seems to be roasted.
So this
His eyes have been plucked out as well.
Wait, so this guy's
But-
the summoner?
No, but you recognize him as a red wizard of Fae due to the head tattoos.
Oh no, but this guy was a fake, wasn't he? Or like one of the Splinter factions.
He was a part of the Splinter.
Yeah,
part
yeah,
of the Splinter
right.
section.
That's right.
were we supposed to get information about the cult itself? Any hopeful information?
You saying that to Kaz or the devil?
Kaz, because
Okay.
you were here before. Whether he did say that or not.
He didn't specify exactly what information. No, but Volmer, do you know the whereabouts of any of the cult leaders or their plans?
And what will I get in return?
Well, you said you want to wage war against the cultists, did you not?
I already am.
Would having us as allies not benefit you if we take out your enemies?
We are already allies, my good friend. You need to know,
Looks over to dead body again.
as I explained last time, the splinter sect of the Red Wizards of Thea. They have been granted magics of ease in summoning devils from the lair of Avernus to assist them. Lesser devils, of course, as foot soldiers. And with that, the cult is filling its ranks.
If you can't help us directly with information about the cult, you mentioned that the true Red Wizards also seek to destroy the Splinter faction. Would you be able to put us in contact with them?
With the splinter faction?
No, the true Red cultists. True Red Wizards.
Give me time to relay a message to them. And I'll see what they would like to do.
That's all we can really ask.
My true business here with you is complete, though.
And that is why we will be leaving.
However, I would request that you do not attempt to harm any in the surroundings of Riverguard, if you wish to remain as allies.
We are only here to converse with you. After this, we continue our mission. And we leave this place east.
I'm sure we'll meet again.
And he bows.
And Kaz will walk out. After he gets the rubies.
You get the rubies.
How much are they worth?
5,000 each.
That is, you could make some pretty good magical stuff with that.
It's pretty much a finer cut ruby than the one that you installed in the one that you used for the forging of the shielding
sword.
light. Belvin sword. This is working well. How's it going, Razia? How you doing? Welcome. Hope you're having a wonderful night. Big hello to everyone out there. Guys, what do you say we take a quick little break and we'll head on off to the God Plate? We'll say that you guys head on back, deal with the tiefling that you took with you.
While they're dealing with that, I might give
just get them checked out, patched up, make sure they're okay.
I might give Marcella a call.
Other than being now Marlish is fine. You give Marcella a sending message. What does it entail?
What's up?
There's a noun, there's a meme also.
What's up
up.
is one word.
Like, are you high, Ikrim?
Yo.
And with that, she appears out of the tree that grew from the seed that she gave you.
And if you see in the Discord, you'll see a picture of this.
A picture of what?
Of
Yeah,
this happening, this right now.
Oh, it's so funny. All right. Well, how about we take a nice little break and then we'll get straight on to the.
That's it. That's all that is.
Alright, sounds good.
I'll be back. I'm gonna get a tea.
I'll be back.
Get a tea.
BRB.
We're just all gonna leave the intermission music on. That'll be fine. You'll be fine, guys. Yeah, there's the interaction between him and the tree is on.
Downloading the update
If you like
for
to see it,
Discord.
did you see it?
It's downloading the update.
Oh, are you have it on your phone?
I do, but then I've got to open Twitch on my phone and
No, it's on
the
Discord.
process. Oh yeah, true.
Just go to Discord app. I'll be back. You keep them entertained.
How am I going to keep them entertained by myself? Hello. Tell you a story. Sorry, I'm just trying to log into my Discord so I can have a look at this photo he's talking about because I haven't seen it. Fuck you, man. I'm really bad at storytelling. I'm usually the quiet one, so yep. Don't know if you can see my pool floaty right there. That's a giant donut. It's pretty cool. That was alright. I basically spent all my time today color grading some photos that I've taken. you can see them on my Instagram, which is rob_stocks. If you wanted to have a look, I do a lot of random photography. That's kind of cool. See if I can choose any. There's a random photo that I color graded the other day, or today. Bam! Looks shit on a webcam though. Hello. Hey, Shuggy. Where are you? I haven't seen you at Carl's. Oh. So I'm not sure how I feel about this devil dude. Because he's kind of sus. And oh yeah, he's super shady. I kind of do want to kill him, but it could be awkward. And I don't know if my character would really do that. I'm kind of the just chill back and see what happens and wing it if something does happen. The devil thing that we just made a deal with. Everyone's chairs in the webcams are literally all pointed in the same direction except for Carl's. He could be helpful, but he's been sus, so I don't know how I feel yet. And because I'm like a little bit angel and he's a little bit devil, it's like, you know? Know what I'm saying? Dragons and cats. Which thingy am I supposed to be looking at? Is it community chat? No. I love it. This is so difficult being by myself. Oh, thank God Holmesy's back.
Who?
Bye.
Oh my God, what the hell?
I have... This whole section of the stream can be completely cut out. It has been super awkward.
I want to know what was said now. I guess
Nothing.
And now the chat has to tell me.
All right, you handsome devils.
Really? You've
Like,
been
fuck people
You've been
back.
shit talking me, Robert.
No, it's just
Your
been super
only
quiet.
son. What the fuck?
Rob, tell us a story.
Story time with Rob.
Get it done. You're under pressure now.
As you've seen,
He's choking. He's choking.
the probot choke.
Well, we are Dragons of Cat. Oh, I am Dragons of Cats. We are Dragons Brew D&D. We are also running this game 100% for charity. Subs and bits now go towards the charity as well. With subs granting, with the lowest tier sub granting all players a natural 20. And depending on the bits, they'll also go to the same level as donations, donation-wise, such as $1 gives the players a D10 healing dice. $2 gives an advantage. $3 gives a D12 inspiration die. $5 gives them a natural 20, along with $25 giving out a uncommon magic item. So I tried the status list I gave you. Just curious.
Status list.
I have been going over it. I've used a couple in a previous game. I think they go all right. There's a couple of statuses that I'd like to use, though some give me the idea of a very in-depth. I did give it to a couple of friends, and they did like it because they're much more like straight-on mechanical-based fan of D&D, Rosia. But no, I enjoyed it. It wasn't too bad. Little status effect list. So, we're just waiting for the Joygasm to return, and then we will be back with our game.
Yeah, short break, guys. Jeez.
Yeah, it's Joygasm. Is he really awake?
He probably went for a nap.
Yeah, look,
I doubt it.
Cat nap.
Yeah, probably.
Well, I mean, we're mainly going somewhere for Ikrim, so as long as Ikrim's here.
Look at my surprise. So, let's jump on back into our game of D&D, as I need to also change. I need to also change everything over.
Everything?
Everything. I need to put on the forest scene. Because we're currently not even in whatever this place is. We've left the tent.
Yeah, it was a gross tent anyway.
Oh no, that's weird. That's not what I'm looking for. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. That's the money shot. Oh, look at that. He just happened to come back at the right time.
Maybe he's the devil. Speak of him and he shall appear.
Oi.
I think you muted, Rub-a-dub.
Are you talking about me, son, you bastard?
I mean, who else is there?
Yeah, that's also the first thing I read was that. I would know. Oh, sure.
I remember Sunrill putting you in the fire and him in fall flat.
Oh, that was fucking hilarious. There's a clip of that. I'm saying I watched that and I just kept watching it because it's just so ridiculous. Like, officer, because he's a cop in it. Please save me. No worries, mate. I'll save you. Picks me up and throws me in the fire. Where's my
Sending you
parents?
to your
That's
family.
right. Where's my parents? Here's your family.
Yeah, I'll take you to your family, mate.
So fun.
It went real dark.
It went real dark.
So, Ikrim, you call on Lady Marcella, the Dryad, with
The jazz music.
with the jazz music. She arrives through the tree. The tree then closes behind you and says, Ikrim, it's wonderful to see you again. It's so soon.
Hello.
Shall we?
Yes, we're in a bit of a. Yeah,
I can
need
tell
to
the
go
winds
to-
have moving.
to the forest where I lost my god plate, which I've completely blanked on the name again.
The
As
wood of
I do.
sharp teeth.
That one. That's where I'm from, isn't it?
Yes.
I should remember that.
It's been a while, hasn't it? It's been a while since you played D&D.
Yeah, lots has happened.
With that, she
How
goes,
close can you get me to there? All,
Do you-
all of us.
do you know any of the trees around the area?
I would like to think I do because I'm from there.
Yeah.
It's kind of a question to you. If not, I can get however close we can get would be awesome.
And she looks at your leaf-weaved armor. Noticing your braces. You've always had your braces with you that are just an exotic bark that you just continually druid craft them back to full potency. It's also a great gum. And she just brushes your arm just ever so slightly. I know where I can take you. And she puts her hand up on the tree, and you see the tree then splits as you are all ready. She goes,
Oh yeah,
quickly,
they're all good. They've all taken care of the tiefling and stuff.
you've all taken care of the tiefling. You've all told Alton, Bag and Nails, and the rest of the relevant parties, as well as the guards, about your next little journey. As you are then ushered, truly, into this split of light that's within the tree. At first, it's like someone's pushing you from behind, but then it's more of a grab on the chest that pulls you through. And in finishing the step through the magical portal within the tree, you step out into a dense forest.
This is the same forest that Robbie got lost in, wasn't it?
We were just like walking along and he was stealthing around.
Yeah, and
then he got lost.
Oh, that was right, because I was in the trees.
He was just like sneaking around. We're like, where'd he go?
He was like, yeah, roll for it. And I roll like a 1 or something. I'm like, god damn it.
Could just stayed with us.
Yeah,
As you come into the woods, you pass many critters, beasts, and fey beings. You can see that through the area. If you look to the west, you can see the energy of the God Plate, this golden light radiating through the woods like a blinding beam. However, creatures have begun to move through and towards the God Plate itself. Along with the critters and beasts, you see bubbles of light smoking and wisping through the trees towards said light. That's a bit loud, that music. Am I liking?
Just a tiny bit.
pretty epic.
It's from The Witcher.
Yeah.
That's probably why it sounds epic.
Yeah. It had a good soundtrack, which is very...
Every now and then as well, you see what seems to be a spectral form of a person moving between the trees that then fades from reality. You also begin to notice as you travel faces of dead spirits appearing on trees and branches.
As in, when you say spirits, do you mean of like just humanoids or like of everything?
Of a bit of everything, a mixture of everything. Of you see, like the those trees in Game of Thrones that they kind of have faces in the bark, but this is also looks like they have branches that look like arms that are reaching out towards the God Plate.
Jesus Christ.
We
should probably hurry up.
As you pass and move on through the woods, you eventually come to a tangled dome of thorns that resembles a sort of hut. Through the trees, you can hear the low growl of wolves, dire wolves, that appear from shadows from around the hut. As their threats carry on the silence of the woods, you hear the crackling and groan of the thorns that separate into an arch. Within, you see the Drow Archdruid, Lunaria.
Is that the one that was at the at Osa's thingy?
That is correct.
I'm really good at words.
At her initiation, yes.
Yeah, that one. I'm blanking hard.
That's fine. It's been a while for everything.
And she looks at you and says, I thought I heard you on the winds.
Crack-a-lackin'.
As you can see, Ikrim, your last visit has made everything a bit worse for wear.
Yeah, I'm noticing that.
I've had to
Come.
move.
Fix that.
I hope you can. I've had to move away from the Moon Grove due to the intense increase of spirits and creatures around it, feeding off the excess energy. A
Sorry,
creature.
I'm really sorry about that.
Huh. You don't have to be sorry to me, you can be sorry to the wood itself. A Naga has even moved in and claimed the site as a holy shrine for itself. Basking in the light without offering devotion or heeding its counsel is a sin and disrespect to the light in its eyes. A true believer of blind faith. Such, this power that has come from it, this light, has skewed its view. Travel carefully.
Thank you for your wise words.
I bless you with this. And she gives you 20 good berries.
20 good berries.
You have some berries.
I'm currently living off these for myself, to be honest, and they are bland but wonderful. I can conjure no more due to the fact of, well, something is stealing the magics
Oh, I was just gonna say
of the
that.
area.
Would you say she's just hungry, or is she like actually like?
You know her to be quite a powerful archdruid.
Yeah.
To,
Like when she says she's just living off the good berries, is she?
she looks like she's literally living off the good berries. But you know, good berries are basically a meal in one berry
Gotcha. Okay.
that provides an entire day of sustenance.
That's fucking awesome.
So
Do they do any healing or anything, or?
they'd give you 1 HP. Each berry's worth 1 HP. It's like a sensory being, yes.
They're very good.
They're very good.
I hate Sonorul, or however the fuck you say their name.
So now you have shut up.
All right. As why you do that to it? Why you do that to a Rob? Why?
They kept chat away.
As you leave her hut and then travel through the wood, you then come across.
Is that Charlie?
Take a look for yourself.
Looks like
God.
Charlie.
Fucking skinny, holy
Oh
shit.
my god, it is too.
Charlie.
So stiff.
Okay, I couldn't find another unicorn,
Probably
guys.
because someone stole his
It's a
kidney.
narwhal. It's a Leopleurodon, Charlie.
It is spoken.
As brush aside a large branch, brush aside a large branch and enter a wide clearing, making your way directly towards the light. You enter a white clearing with a pool in its center. Within the center of that pool is a familiar elven arch. The pool looks like it may have once contained water, but is now filled with an oily black liquid covered with a violet iridescence. At the edge of the pool is the body of a horse with a golden mane and dirt-caked hide. You hear in your minds, please, I am dying. I need your help.
I will obviously go over and kneel down and be like, how can I help?
Sorry, Charlie, you can't have our kidney.
As you see, he weakly turns his head to look at you.
Fuck's sake.
You see the creature's golden horn. Once golden horn has turned nearly pitch black.
Oh my god.
He tells you, the spring was defiled with dark magic. one of the forest's protectors. He's now clouded by his power. I drank from the spring as I do on the morn of 8 morns. Before the corruption, I think, became visible. Is now being eaten from inside me. Inside out by the magic. It severed my corruption. It severed my connection to Alona, and thus has sealed my magic. If the spring is cleansed, however, the water can undo its corruption. Alona left her ancient followers a ritual to cleanse the spring in case it was ever corrupted. Unfortunately, they've long since died, and I can no longer manipulate the vases. The unicorn then looks at its hooves and looks over and then barely moves its head and thank you, Tribble. Thank you for the host. And looks over to what seems to be as your eyes follow the unicorn's gesture, you see a small island, a small huddle of rocks just off to the side of the pool where a statue of a beautiful fat large woman, much like Chanti, the goddess of harvest. You see the statue has flowing hair and wears gauzy robes.
Is it this thing? Looks like a duck.
You can call it a duck if you want.
I know, but is that the thing
That's.
that you're talking about?
I thought that was a duck too.
And then
Okay,
this
hold on,
little
hold on,
okay,
hold on.
so-
duck thing.
Okay, so I thought they were rocks.
That is 100% a duck.
As you look over, you see a family of dead ducks.
This is a giant fucking duck, though.
It's fucking huge.
It's a giant fucking duck and it's fucking dead.
That's a fucking
Wow.
12-foot duck.
Okay,
Is that meant to be the statue, or is that?
Enhance that
They're
image.
meant to be the cluster of rocks.
Enhance that image.
Rocks.
Oh my god,
To
a
be
family
honest-
of giant ducks.
Yeah, they're all dead because I didn't zoom in to take a look at that. Thank you for that.
God.
Thanks. Yeah.
Killed them.
You two measuring.
You killed
I killed
all
one
of them.
with 5 foot.
The family of ducks are dead.
Why?
You
Why
monster.
I feel like I need to go
Oh
over.
my
and touch this
God.
blood plate.
You see that there are 3 ornate jars arranged at her feet.
How could you do that, Carl?
Unicorn,
They could have many
its eyes move to you and it says, "My eyes grow cloudy. I sense I only have minutes before the shadows claim me. The statue of my lady Helena bears a tablet. All of her instructions." And the voice inside your head stops.
Fuck.
You said minutes, not seconds.
Yeah, I'm gonna run over this duck.
As the unicorn enters
Sorry, this statue.
the catatonic state, okay, so you go over to the statue. Do you go through the water?
No.
I think we shouldn't go through the water.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going through the water. Fuck that.
As you look at the tablet, holding the stone tablet in your hands, or in her hands, you see written on it is the following: "My sacred spring is a gift unto you, my faithful. Should either ever profane it, I give you the method to resolve it." On the next paragraph, recall the fable of the 8 archdruids. Once upon a time, 8 mighty druids reside within this forest, within 3 houses. 5 were women, 3 were men. Together they made 8. In the end, all 8 found love in pairs. 4 of the druids settled in one house, 4 settled in another. The third house was left empty.
and was reclaimed by the forest. At my feet are 3 blessed vessels. Fill them with the profaned water in the manner of the 8 druids. Speak my name with hope in your heart.
What? So we need to fill the 3 vials with.
Ducks.
Oh, sweet. There we go.
And begin.
There you go.
Ooh, it's a puzzle.
You can't do this on loot.
We're all here, so.
You're all here.
What does the word profaned mean?
Oh fuck. Well,
Like-
stop carrying us.
Defiled?
Like the tainted.
Yeah.
Profane,
tainted.
isn't it? Yeah.
In the manner of the 8 druids.
Well, wouldn't it be 3 blessed vessels?
I mean, is there 8 of anything around?
8 ducks.
Oh my god.
6
It's-
ducks, sorry.
Fuck's sake.
But it's no.
I
It
mean,
says fill them with
Very
the.
great or intense.
It says fill them with the profaned water in the manner of the 8 druids, right? And so there's 3 blessed vessels. Do they like the jars? What are they?
Well, I'm
Basic-
assuming you got to fill it with one from one house, one from the other house, and the other from the empty house that the nature has taken. So one, I'm assuming, would be like
In the bushes.
in the
Ikrim.
bushes.
Ikrim, do you investigate the jugs?
Yeah. I
Okay.
feel like I'm just investigating everything around that area.
Okay, so I'm going to do this.
And do you want me to make an investigation there?
Nope.
Cool.
But as 24 seconds pass, you look over, you can see one jug holds 3 gallons of water, one jug can hold 5 gallons of water, and one jug holds 8 gallons of water.
Is any specifically labeled or anything?
Nope. They're just different sizes.
Is this that fucking thing where you gotta make the even amount?
It's just 4 liters, or 4 gallons, 0 gallons.
What'd you say? 3, 5, and 8?
Which represents the female druids and the male druids, and then all druids combined.
Mhm.
So, but we gotta fill them with the profaned water. So we gotta fill these jugs with the water that's in front of us
Mm-hmm.
in the manner of the 8 druids.
Mm-hmm. So you gotta split the 3 and the 5 into pairs. So I'm guessing it's like male, female, male, female, male, female, 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 female.
There's nothing in
pairs.
these jars, is there, at the moment?
Yeah.
Empty.
Oh, okay, I get it now. Yep.
So there's
So-
3 gallons.
Yep.
Of
It
male
says
druid,
five are women, 3 were men, and
And then
together
both-
they made 8.
and there's 3 gallons of male.
And all 8 found love in pairs.
Male, female, who
So-
they marry.
I don't know what the pairs were. I'm just guessing.
Yeah.
So-
I'm going to assume that we got to.
You'd have to assume there's
Well, here we go.
a female pair and the
And
rest
then
are
the rest
male,
are just
female.
male, female. Yeah, that's what I'm just assuming.
Just to assume.
4.
It's more how do you.
There's definitely 4 in 1A, it says that.
Well,
Fill them with the profaned water in the manner
so the way it would
of
work
the 8
if
druids.
we do it in 3 amounts, we'll do it. Yeah, as you said, 4 times, and then 0 times, because if it represents the houses.
The thing that concerns me is it says fill them with the profound water in the manner of the 8 druids. So does that mean that we've got to fill them in the houses that they specifically I'm gonna fill them with the water found at the houses, like at their specific houses that they found.
Of the dark water.
What was the last one? 8.
I think, yeah, I
Yep.
think we'll leave
358.
440 is the answer.
Yeah.
You throw the other one into the forest.
So, you feel like you have the answer? How do you go
I
about
do not at all.
Oh, can I phone a friend, please?
I just don't know where we're supposed
Yeah.
to put them if we've already got the jugs. Like,
No, I'm just
what were
wondering.
the houses we had to put
No,
them in?
'cause- no, as in we've got to fill them with the profaned water in the manner of the 8 druids. So we've got to fill them with some kind of water that was. I don't know whether manner means like the houses themselves or in the manner as in the mannerisms of the 8 druids.
I think you're a druid, you gotta pee into it.
Fuck's sake.
Recall the fable of the 8 druids. Once upon a time, 8 mighty druids resided within this forest, within 3 houses.
Mhm.
5 were women, 3 were men, and together they made 8. In the end, all 8 found love in pairs. 4 of the druids settled in one house, 4 of the druids settled in another. Third was left empty.
Okay, I think I know what I got to do.
Ah.
So basically, if we fill up the 8 liter with water, I'm assuming the toxic water, we basically have to make two lots of 4 liter and then leave the 3 empty.
Yeah, I just thought of that as well. I was thinking we have
It's
to.
that old like
Yeah.
puzzle.
Yeah, you fill up the 2 ones that can fit 4 each,
Yeah.
and the one that can't fit 4 you leave empty. Yeah.
So how do we make 4 liters out of 3, 5, and
How are you
8?
gonna split it?
How are you going to split it?
Where's the third cup?
Hans is too lazy to draw it.
Because it's bigger.
So we fill up a thing with 8 liters.
Okay.
Do you know the size of it?
Yeah, 3, 5, and 8.
3, 5, 8.
Yeah.
So we fill up.
Well, you can't put in the fucking 3 one.
Yeah, but like we can use the 3 and then but leave it empty afterwards.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill up the 8 liter with some liquid.
Yep.
Sorry, no, I'm going to fill up the 5 liter with liquid, and then pour all that into the 8, and then fill it up again, and then fill the 8 liter. So that way, there's going to be 2 liters left in the 5.
No. Do it
Batman.
differently. Do it.
And no, because then you got 2 liters left, and then you pour that into the 3.
Well, then why don't you fill the 5, pour the rest into the 3, then you have 2 in the 5,
Yeah.
and pour it
This
into the 8. That's 2, and then do that twice, so there's 4 in the 8.
Okay, fine, we'll just do that then.
But then,
What?
how are you gonna fill the 5 with 4 then?
You talking about my solution or Brad's solution?
I only thought of making the 4 for the 8. I didn't think of the after that.
Okay, so basically, what I'm going to do,
whole
is I'm going to fill up the 5, pour the 5 liters into the 8, and then fill up the 5 again. Pour 3 of the liters into the 8 to fill it up to 5. Fill that up to 8. So then there'll be 2 liters left in the 5. Then I'm going to pour those 2 liters into the 3. Then I'm going to empty the other 2 out. Do the same thing again, except instead of getting the 5 into the 3. Nah, I've stumbled on my issue right now.
Can we just fill up the 5 4/5 of the way?
Where's the rule that you can't do that? Where is that?
No, because it'd have to be an exact amount.
Well, I'm pretty good with my approximations.
Yeah, it's the same. It's not a riddle, it's just gonna do it.
There's like measurement lines on it.
Minute has passed.
Fuck.
Been longer than a minute.
We're going 440, right? We're just popping water in.
We need 4 lots in 8, 4 lots in 5, and none in 3.
Yeah. So if I fill up the 3 liters, sorry, the 5 litre, pour 3 litres into the 3 litre. That gives me 2 litres. Empty the 3, and then pour the 2 litres into the 8. And then fill up the 5 again, put it in the 3, blah, 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 and then that puts 4 litres in the 8. Then if I get the 5, empty that into the 3, that gives me 2 litres. So then I've got 4 litres in the 8, and then 2 litres in the 5. And 3 is empty. So I just need to figure out how to get 2 into the 5. Oh, sorry. If I just pour that, so if I pour those 2 litres into the 3, that'll make it 2 litres in the 3, and the 5 will be empty. Fill the 5 up, pour the last litre into the 3, then empty the 3. Then I'll have 4 in the 5, 4 in the 8, and then 3 will be empty. And then I'm going to put those down on the thing and say, hope. Bam.
Make math.
Then he's just like, make an intelligence check. No, you failed.
Yeah.
You gotta speak the whatever the statue's name is, the deity.
Ducky.
Speak my name. Yeah, right.
Yeah, speak my name with hope.
So,
in your heart.
how do you spell it? Alona.
Donald.
Staffy. Is it Alona?
Alona, yes.
So, speak my name. So, Alona.
With that, all 3 jugs flash with emerald light, and tendrils of energy extend from the jugs. I was counting down the number of steps you went through that, and if you'd fucked one up,
Yeah.
because there was a timer going on there.
I forgot about the time.
That's
Yeah.
the timer?
I had a
But
timer going.
But I did get
Oh.
the thing right, though, didn't I?
The first time, yeah, you got it wrong. You got it fucking wrong.
First time.
Yeah, the first time.
Oh, yeah, gotcha.
As you speak Alona's name out loud, these tendrils of energy extend from the jugs into the pools. The water shines with green light and then fades to pristine, almost mirror-like surface. The gurgling of water can be heard as the jugs, as the then now empty jugs fill to the brim with purified sacred water and overflow, dribbling in as the pond then rises and overfills. The water goes across the unicorn's mouth. His eyes flash open, and you see the swirl of the unicorn's horn flash as the golden energy in the horn resides, and the unicorn meekly stands back up, slouches. It's panting stressfully. You hear in your mind, "Thank you, travelers. Thank you. I vow to.
Didn't die.
I know. I vow to travel and protect you until the next full moon, which you guys is roughly a month or so away.
It's like tomorrow.
Return into the spring. I am a pacifist, and I refuse to kill any living creatures, though. Fiends and undeads I will smite with you. I feel my mistress also has a gift for you. Everyone, roll a d8.
Oh shit.
I never like these everyone rolls stuff.
Yeah, neither do I. Oh, shit.
Now you
The
guys
question
have to fight for it.
Okay, jeez, who's gonna die first? D-A, where are you? Here.
Really drawing out this out, aren't you?
Yes. Not the worst.
That actually almost adds up to 8.
Oh, well, like the
Almost.
Almost.
Your math's just like this far off.
I like it. You did
I mean, that's how
almost.
badly we rolled, is the fact that all of our scores almost add up to the number we needed to roll.
That means
Actually,
you're almost.
does it a little bit over.
We just lost a gallon, Rob. Fucking hell.
So, Ikrim, you and Belvin both gain one free use of the Conjure Animal spell.
Oh.
Kazimir,
Yeah.
you gain the Charm of Heroism.
Oh.
As an action, you can use an effect of similar to that of a potion of heroism. Once you do so, the charm vanishes.
Okay.
And for Sandstorm, you gain the charm of vision. You can see through magical darkness out 120 feet for 10 days. You can see through darkness and magical darkness for 120 days. No, I'm sorry, that was so dumb and wrong. For 10 days, you can see out to a distance of 120 feet through magical darkness and normal darkness.
I could already see darkness. So.
You can see further and through magical.
Magical darkness.
You see magical darkness.
How much was my normal darkness
Magic.
before?
60.
Magic.
60.
Okay, so it has increased at least.
Yeah.
Now I'm a super cat.
You use it on yourself, like straight away. If you want.
Oh, so this is like isn't active now. This is can be active for 10 days if I wish to.
No, it activates straight away.
Oh,
now.
it
Yeah.
is straight away.
Yeah, for you, it activates straight away and your
Oh.
dark vision extends.
I see.
Everyone else is an action to activate. Yeah.
Do we need to make haste and find the thing that is corrupted?
Make haste.
Yeah, what happened to the water?
This
Is it
pool-
still?
The water reap
Fucking.
it became mirror-like pristine. So
He's gonna be
This
talking
dude.
to the unicorn
Why
now.
do I have that?
Look how pasty I am.
we're very
So
basic.
right.
Melvin, what did you say?
He's watching you.
We should make it, find whatever has tainted
Yeah, my nose is itchy.
this pool, shouldn't we?
Isn't this here where the god plate is?
No, this is not.
What's this thing?
That is a that there is a elven-shaped arch.
Yeah, it goes.
Okay.
Oh.
Fae.
What's that thing that we need to?
Is it?
We can. No. If we walk through it, I'm pretty sure we get an ability, like we can travel through terrain easier or something.
It usually gives
gives.
from all the other ones. One's giving you advantage on perception checks for an hour, another one's giving you advantage on survival checks for an hour.
Right.
Yeah, let's walk through it.
Okay.
Whee!
Those who walk through it gain advantage on nature checks for the next hour.
I'm gonna call it supervision.
Well,
So,
do we know where to go? Like, we need to get to the god plate. There's
Can't we just follow the glow?
You can
Yeah.
follow the glow, and you absolutely can. As you then follow the glow, continuing into the glow plate, you come across the Ashen Grove. As you-
this thing.
As you arrive, you see that from the dense forest, the golden light cuts through, creating rays of near sunshine as it begins to get dark. You step out of the thick wood and underbrush and arrive into the clearing. 6 gargantuan rib bones stick out of the earth. The orb of light glows a brilliant gold within this rib cage. Make a perception check.
Who?
All of you. Within the god plate, within the light stands the god plate. Strong. 4 runes of the ancient draconic you roughly are aware of, Kazimir, glow with intensity as it burns. Its otherwise surfaces a smooth obsidian stone. While floating above it, blue and white baubles of light dancing around with the swirl of the orb of light. You see pixies and small critters and sprites, all a mix between the trees as you come out into the clearing. A mix of awe, fear, and lust. Now let's check. All right, now let's call out to me. All right, Call out to me what you got.
You boy.
10.
15.
10, 15.
11.
Dragasm?
21.
21. Okay. Sandstorm, you're the only one to notice through the light, mostly because your new acquired dark vision.
Oh yeah.
You can see.
Dark vision.
You notice. I know, right? You notice three different changes within the light itself. 3 different forms. On the northwest side, you see a stag grazing in a field. To the northeast, you see a hawk flying amongst the clouds. And to the south, just in front of you, you see a blazing, out of control inferno. At the southern base of the orb of light as well, just on the edge, there seems to be a small little cavity that dips in half an inch into some sort of pedestal just in front of the edge, just beyond the edge of the god plate that's right near the giant rib cage that's sticking out. As your mind ticks on that for a second, you notice there was a similar kind of insert on the god plate in Cholt.
I wonder what has to go in there.
Muted, Robbie.
I know. It comes up when it tells me it's muted.
Right.
I tell everyone all that. Guys, with my super new vision, I can see all. I need to tell them all.
With my new dark vision, I can see straight through the sun.
Logical.
I see the indent, but didn't the other archdruid say something about a naga hanging around here?
I do believe she did say something like that.
What is a naga, by the way? Does anyone know?
Naga is a fish person.
Yeah, it's
I
like
thought it was. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was like the same in D&D.
I'm sure it's the same. in all lore. I just think of like Warcraft Naga.
What's a naga doing in the forest, though?
Oh yeah.
Suspicion.
Is there any water here?
So
No
that inch in like indent, is that the shape of a cube?
It's the shape of a cube.
Just stick it in, bro.
Who has a
Just the
cube?
tip?
Yeah, just the tip, just an inch of it.
Wait a minute. Wasn't this? Wait. This cube originally was given by like a donation.
Huh?
Wasn't it?
What was?
Was your cube given by a magical item?
No. That was the difference.
No. It was literally session, like half session 0, half
Yeah,
session.
it was like...
Or you lost something happened in that time. Like you lost a magical item or something.
He lost it. He lost it
deck of
once.
many things.
I almost lost it.
You almost lost. Okay, I did
Belvin.
lose it.
Belvin
Yeah, I'm
was a
just
good
wondering.
bloke.
You
If this
did
is
lose
such-
it. Belvin made it so you didn't in the end.
I just realized if that didn't happen,
So
where would
ultimately,
we- yeah, you
it
saved the
never
campaign.
happened.
So, what do you do, Kazimir?
Whereabouts is the groove?
Uh,
in
the
the front
groove.
face?
I point
Yeah, is
to
it here?
Yes.
I point to Kazimir and then I point to the cube location.
Yeah, like, thanks.
Yeah.
The one I'm looking at.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
That's a bit
glowy
fancy.
visual. In here.
Belvin's gonna keep a watchful eye out because, you know, the drow or the druid did say about a naga being around here.
Yeah, I pop up in a tree for an extra height.
Can I go and put the cube in?
With
You
my,
go and put the cube in.
with my supervision, I look
Not
around.
As-
fucking repeat walk and losing his thing.
As you put the cube into the slot, you
It's
see
about time you did something for me instead of me just doing stuff for you all the time.
Mate, the only thing you've done for me is feed me bark.
Yeah.
as you put the cube within the insert, the cube then awakens. The glyph underneath it activates, and then it shines up in a golden light just to about at your navel, around your belly button height. As it floats there, you see the cube begins to shift and shake, moving by itself on its own. You see in front of you, finally, within the light, is this burning inferno.
Mm. And
then
You wish to try to... you then see the cube readjust and change, and a fire lights on top of it. A golden fire. You can also now see what is the stag on the northwest side and the hawk on the northeast side.
does it look like it's stopped?
Is the
now?
barrier gone, or is it?
Barrier's not gone.
Does it look like it's stopped now?
No, the barrier is not growing any higher.
No, but the cube. It's stopped like shifting and stuff.
The cube has stopped shifting. Yes.
Can I gesture to Ikrim?
Yeah, what?
Just be like, do you want to?
I don't know what to do right now.
This was your
yeah,
power.
What's the fire that's kind of on top of the cube doing? Like, is it just literally like a little candle light sort of thing? Or?
Yeah, it's just like a little campfire that's burning. It's just like pure fire.
Coal
Just burning on top of it.
Can I go around and just see if there's cube holes or anything in these pillars?
As you look around, you don't see any other indentations with it.
I'm going to see if the cube needs to be rotated. Like, if you just got to go to like unlock it.
Make me a charisma saving throw.
I'm going to die.
Kazimir, make me a Arcana check.
Oh, fuck.
Actually, I'm gonna use inspiration. Slightly better.
Well, it's a lot better than a 1. One's bad.
Okay. With what direction do you turn it? Left or right?
Lefty Lucy.
You die.
How are you meant to know anyway? What are we?
Yeah, no, this is literally a gamble now. What happens, I guess.
Is my resurrection cooldown yet?
Nope.
You are 3 days out.
Oh, I can still get you that. I'll get your corpse.
Left or right, Kazimir? As you see Ikrim starting to interact with it, it begins to turn and takes the rest of your arcane might to be able to conjure it to turn. You cannot cast any spells while the cube.
Concentrating on this.
As you're concentrating on the cube, you can't cast any spell, and you feel all your magic is drained towards the cube.
Can you just fucking tell I'm back, mate?
Left or right?
So it actually is turning.
Yeah, and you see as you begin to turn the cube, whatever direction, what direction you want to turn it.
Oh. I'm fucking nervous now.
Yeah, so am I.
Wait, did Ikrim feel anything when it was turning left?
Nah, Kazimir's the one that's turning it.
No, I'm turning it.
Kazimir has to. He's the one that's got control of the cube, isn't it?
You
No,
can
it's attuned to me.
Yeah, you can direct what way you want it to go, Ikrim. But in each time you get to pull and to turn, you feel something inside you being pulled, as if the god plate itself is being manipulated, and so are you.
Can I tell anything from that feeling?
You yourself
isn't it?
know you are way too involved with the concentration on the cube. Basically, it's taking up everything from you.
Is it a negative pull, or would you say it's kind of like...
Yeah,
Like, does it feel like it's almost...
It's a little bit of a negative. So you're turning the cube to the left, correct? You see, as the fire subsides to the side, the hawk comes in front. Ikrim, I need you to roll a d6. Followed up by a d4.
6 and 2.
Your charisma ability drops by 2.
As in, like, permanently, or...
Your charisma ability score drops by 2.
I don't know how to do that.
You change the number.
Click on the double digit
like-
number, -2.
Holy fuck. Yeah.
What's the 6?
The 6 chose charisma.
Ah, right.
And what did the 2 do?
Why are you? Do you need to be touching the thing, Rob?
I don't think I am I?
You said you turned
what-
it.
No, but from what Kyle said, it sounded like you have to do the turning. I'm kind of just feeling it.
You're like behind him, like
Yeah.
Ooh.
I was picturing Ikrim still, for some reason, had the whole
It's like let it
trying to
go.
like.
Ikrim, you see the giant hawk flying up in the sky. You feel your connection between yourself and that animal spirit being siphoned out from you.
Oh, fuck.
You can make me a animal handling check or a nature check
So you need
or
to turn
a
it right.
or a medicine check.
No, but if I
to-
turned it right, it would have just had the elk. Same thing with the elk. Sorry, animal handling or...
Animal handling
Nature.
or nature. You currently have advantage
Can
on.
you
I'm
have
just going to use... Can I just use a nat 20?
You can use a nat 20.
Yeah, cool. It seems like a good time as any to use it.
I think so. If you're allowed to allows it, I can do it.
You retain the power, the animal spirit of the giant hawk.
But does it... So... Does the hawk thing still stay there, or
The
does
hawk still stays there, beating its wings.
I don't know if I should just touch this barrier thing and just see if I can gain access now, because they literally just said it's the cube allows access, so...
I mean,
is it still,
otherwise,
is it still like
I mean, it's only having
draining me now that
negative
it's fully
now.
turned once?
It's fully turned once, but still keeping the cube there is still
Okay.
retaining that concentration.
Yeah, I just feel like sorry, I can't shift my focus.
I'm going to try something. I'm going to turn into an eagle.
Shift into a giant eagle.
Yep, and then not try to enter the barrier, just kind of like put a wing out to like touch it.
A feather.
Okay, so again, I need you to make me
Fuck.
an animal handling check or a nature check, then a wisdom saving throw. So you currently have advantage on nature.
Before he does any of that, I am going to step next to him and cast Bless.
You are blessed.
I get an advantage on nature, don't I?
Yes.
Yes.
And what does bless give me? Another...
That's a D4.
D4 on saving throws.
21 nature.
And
21 nature.
Wisdom save.
and
I don't know
because
if
of
I
my
should... Yeah, I might just...
because of my aura as well,
Or
you get an
protection.
extra
Oh, fuck.
4
No, doesn't matter. Extra 4.
Plus D4.
plus a D4.
So 19 plus D4. 21. 21 and
So
21.
21s.
21 and 21. So, you don't, as you take eagle form and try to merge your eagle form with the barrier's eagle form, you gain, you enter resistance, but as you push through, you gain a little bit of insight. You don't believe that this is the form that passes through.
But I'm on the right track.
But you're on the right track. Your wisdom save is 15.
No, it's 21.
Oh yeah, because
I'm
you're there too. Yeah. Wow, that's heaps.
Yeah.
Mate,
Okay.
Because aura
Bless
protection as well.
plus aura protection.
Yeah.
So 21.
Boys.
you
I mean,
pass
I
that
would
DC?
physically move Belvin closer to Ikrim, but I don't have control of him. So
Okay.
So,
Okay, so I'm on the right track. So maybe I need to be a bear.
Because there's one form missing.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I'm guessing the flame is fire
'Cause-
elemental. So elk, eagle, fire elemental, and bear.
I feel like there's lots of different.
Yeah, there's lots of
things
other ones that are good.
that's not there, so I don't think that's it.
Yeah, but it's
Oh, no,
like
I'm thinking-
they're your
I'm
common
thinking
ones
more-
though. They're the ones you always use, I think, except for fire elemental.
I'm thinking more because my mum's was an. No, that wouldn't be it either. It's just more because bear is what my original first form was.
But is this tailored to you specifically, or druids in general?
Well, it's the god plate, you know. It's like
Yeah.
my thing.
Yeah, but I don't think like you adapted to be a bear, right? I think this was created in this way before you even had that aspect. But you can always try. I mean, I have no idea what happens.
Oh, the only thing that worries me is I've only got one more wild shape.
Well, it's that, or there's an elk there.
There is the elk, but
If the eagle wasn't it, and it's right there.
yeah.
Just turn it again and
What if I
go as
turn
an
it back
If
to
he
the
turns it
fire
again,
one?
then he's gonna get
If I
more
turn it back to the
more
fire
stat
one
drained.
and go through as a bear,
Wait, turn it right.
I don't know. I'm throwing ideas out and see what you think.
I'm still concentrated on.
honestly.
Yeah,
I
he's
have
stuffed.
absolutely zero.
So convenient. I'm just like, I have no input here.
I mean,
Is there a way I can?
would you have a gut feeling? You know, you knew.
Kazimir, you also gain insight knowing that you can't turn it back to the fire.
Ooh. Can he turn it any direction or?
He seems to be able to turn it
Left
to the
again.
left.
To the left.
And well, I like.
He said west, and is anything to do with the sun rising?
So I've lost my radiant ability, haven't I?
Yes, which is your wings.
Yeah. Because that would be like, if I was to say my gut feeling, that would be that.
Ikrim, maybe you just need to take a moment and really, really dive deep into
Roll
yourself
for
to
a minute.
know what you need to do here. I believe you do know,
What does your heart tell you?
and hopefully the
Heart
DM
of the
will
dice.
roll a d20 for it.
If you roll high, yes, you do know.
We'll just roll a d2.
Just spin it right round, baby, right round.
So, would you like to turn the god plate again?
Do it.
Oh my god.
What's bad about it? It's just gonna be at the right location, right?
Well, it stole 2 charisma last time.
Yeah, but if you get it right, you become an angel, don't you?
We don't know. That's the problem.
I imagine. See, well, my mother was the elk, so that's why it would make more sense.
Who's the eagle? And the flame?
No one. That's why it did something negative.
Yeah. Maybe rotate it.
Can I go out and pick up the elk?
Okay.
It's the squeaky, is it?
Kazimir. Yeah. Needs
All
a
right.
bit of oil.
Kazimir, make me an Arcana check. Ikrim, make me a Charisma saving throw.
You guys are just gonna
Remember the aura protection and bless.
Wait, what am I doing again? Sorry.
23.
Yeah.
What was the check again?
Charisma saving.
Fuck, that is like my weakest thing.
But you have
Oh,
Belvin.
it's even lower now.
You have Belvin to assist.
do it.
Bless and so you can get a maximum of 12.
Can I do advantage or?
Do you
Nah,
have inspiration?
You need to call
Ah.
it before.
If anything.
That you need to call it before. And with that, I need you to roll a d6 and
Roll-
a d4.
Roll a d4 and +4 to that, Rob.
Still not good enough, surely.
12. What will a 12 save,
So
Carl?
there's a D4.
So
12
7,
does not
11.
save.
Okay.
So, okay. I just want to make sure over 10 isn't a save. I was just making sure.
Wait, what have you saved on his first one with Belvin's aura protection?
Does that mean my strength drops down to 9?
Would an 18 have passed?
No.
Oof.
Is this permanent?
So,
We don't know.
You lose 1 point in strength.
Yeah, whatever.
Ha! It was 10 anyway.
You're now weaker than
Oh,
Kazimir.
it goes down to -1.
You can actually go to negative, so you literally.
Now
Oh,
Kazimir would beat you in an arm wrestle.
As the golden stag comes around, you see its golden antlers remind you of a couple. That time you chased after a elk, a golden elk.
I do remember that.
It gave you the warning, and it also gave you the bow. And as it looks back up at you, its eyes flash.
Can I pull out the jewel? I think it's on the cripple.
It is on a crippler.
Is it reacting or anything?
At the side of the elk,
Yeah.
it
Like
does.
if I move it in close.
As you move it in closer, the elk reaches out and touches it with its nose. You see the god plate.
Oh my
Then-
god. And then I get my stats back.
Then begin to recede.
With your stats.
You see again a blazing inferno at the front of the god plate barrier.
What do you mean? Sorry.
So, like before, at this pinpoint, as if you're looking forward from where the cube is, as the barrier has shrunk, there is an inferno. Again, another fire. To the again to the northeast is the hawk, and to the northwest is the elk.
Fuck. I'm gonna walk around to the elk and hold out my staff again and just see what happens. Not actually touch it, but just hold it out close to it and see if it reacts or anything.
Nothing happens. It looks like it's not even paying attention to you. Whereas before it was looking out, it's now looking in towards the plate.
It's almost like there's 3 steps.
You turned it twice.
Can you touch the plate? Is it? He can't go up to the plate now, can he?
No, so it's basically the barrier shrunk a little bit.
Yeah, so...
I'm wondering if it needs to go to the eagle now. And then... Fuck.
Well, okay, so you said the elk is now facing the god plate.
Yeah, but the eagle's not, is it?
If you look around to the eagle is now soaring out into the sky, facing towards you, facing out, away from it.
Yeah, rotate it towards the eagle. Oh,
Which way is the
man,
fire
there's so
facing?
many-
Which way is it looking? Just curious.
The eagle is currently looking towards.
No. The fire. I said the fire.
It burns.
What
Does the
way
fire
is the
have
fire?
eyes?
Does it look at Ikrim as well?
It doesn't look at it.
Okay. I'm just making sure. I'm just making sure where everyone's eyesight is.
I'm
Right.
gonna lose so many stats. This is ridiculous.
Okay. Go to turn the god plate. What way would you like to turn the god plate?
So the way
Right.
the eagles.
We can only
in
turn it
front.
left, right?
No, we want to turn it right. I want to turn it right.
I thought I couldn't turn it right.
Couldn't turn it right before.
Ah.
Yeah, now it's changed.
Okay.
Now that that layer's shrunk, you now feel like you can manipulate it either way now.
It goes big again. We'll turn it right.
Whatever.
What do you want to do,
Way
Ikrim?
brings up the-
I want the eagle to be at the front.
Hey, Calamity.
Okay. Hey, Calamity. We're doing puzzles.
This is
How are you
stressful.
meant to know the lock code in the first place? Like,
I don't know what I'm going to have to do for this eagle one, though. That's the tricky part.
All right. So, I would like Kazimir to make an Arcana check. Like Ikrim to make a Charisma saving throw.
22.
Can I use a nat 20?
You can use a nat 20.
Cool.
So he makes the save.
No, use a nat 20. Do your D4 and +4 to it.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Just because it's a nat 20, it's a save
it's a
throw.
20 roll.
Yeah, it's
Plus
a 20
your
roll.
charisma save, plus 4,
Yeah.
plus a d4.
Yes.
So it'd be 26 minimum. So 20.
So wait, so
Okay,
I've got a
so
20.
25,
And then
20,
28.
29.
29. The god plate doesn't move.
Does anything move?
Nothing happens. You can't turn the god plate. There's some other external will stopping it
So
from.
basically, you have to fail for it to move.
Ikrim, I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
My fucking god. I hate Cole sometimes.
Plus a D4,
Roll,
plus 4.
roll your D4
Oh, I keep forgetting.
and plus
about
4 to it.
What was
Brad is over this shit.
23.
What was 23? What was his score? His save before?
that. 29.
20,
R-
yeah,
29
for
was
the-
it?
28 and then
charisma?
23.
Oh, 28.
29 and then 23. Yeah.
You can now roll me a D100.
This is how many stats you can lose.
I'm so scared right now.
I don't know how actually saving a throw is
Yeah, bad.
bad, but
I don't know.
77.
As you feel that power being ripped away from you, something of you being ripped away, something breaks in your mind. Something is out for your power. You take on the new floor of an indefinite madness, Ikrim,
Not that good.
of you were convinced that powerful enemies are hunting you. And they're watching you at all times.
Ah, shit.
It's just like a make the save too fucking bad.
pretty much.
What was the. What
I
was
might as
Oregon?
well like
I
leave.
think
the
someone's
range.
constantly hunting me.
Yes, someone's constantly hunting you after your power.
Holy shit.
So, do you want to try again?
I want to go home.
You know what, guys?
Alright, Joey.
we
So
will.
stressful.
Do you want to try again?
5 past 11.
I'm trying to think of is there a way I can contact anyone that might be able to help me,
Phone a
like
friend.
Marcella or something.
Dude, no one's allowed to help you. You're meant to fail to get through this. It's pretty much what Carl is telling you. You have to
It's to
fail
teach you humility.
to get through it.
All right, just rotate it again.
You've been a shit bloke in your past life.
Karma. That's actually what karma is, mate.
Rotate it again then.
This is what happens when you feed bark
Okay.
to kids.
You're gonna rotate it the other way.
How's this live?
Give me a charisma saving throw and an Arcana check.
Fuck it, I'm not even going
23.
to roll.
Well, at least you rolled bad.
Why are you doing it?
I have to do an Arcana check.
As Kazimir controls the cube, he brings the elk around that still looks towards the god plate. Roll a d6, roll a d4.
Fucking hell.
Didn't you want to rotate it for the eagle?
No, it didn't work, remember?
Wouldn't it
But
have
it
still
didn't get,
stayed
it
with
didn't
the
get to the eagle.
Yeah, it never got to it.
It never turned. That was the thing. When you tried to turn it to the left, it didn't turn.
Ah.
All right, so charisma, you lose 1 score.
Fuck.
What?
Oh, fuck.
You lose 1 point.
At least I'm so glad I'm rolling ones on those, just saying.
Sandstorm when he was 5, like the
What happens if you're getting
first-
conned? You just die?
Kazimir,
So-
now you know now you can only turn it in one direction,
Which direction?
to the right.
As in the direction,
To the right.
as in the eagle will be the next one that comes around.
Yes.
Just kill him already.
All right, can I hold up
Yes,
that
it's
gem
finished.
and see if anything happens?
Say again.
I'll hold out my crippler and see if anything happens.
Nothing. The elk is still looking in towards the god plate.
I'm just I'm assuming we've got to hit the eagle. It's gonna fuck my stats up, but and then I
Okay.
feel because you got the elk was the first layer, and then I feel like the eagle's gonna be the second layer. fucking do it.
I honestly have zero clue what this is.
I don't
Neither
know
do
what the fuck
I.
is going on with this puzzle.
All right,
It seems
Charisma
like
saving
you can only
throw.
move it in one direction at a time anyway, so it's like
I'll just kill you after and resurrect you. Be fine.
30 Arcana.
Yeah, there's no way you're meeting that. Roll a d6 and a d4.
For the Christmas save.
Yeah, the Christmas save is not meeting your 30.
Oh, fuck.
You
My
lose.
charisma is just getting wrecked.
So
You
it's
lose
Wait,
another
so
point.
he's pressing my rolls?
Are you
What the
serious?
fuck?
Oh my god, you're killing him.
I hope you feel good about this, you fuck.
Revenge is mine.
You
little
turd of a kid.
Casimir,
This is getting bad.
Casimir, you can hardly tell that Ikrim is swaying on his feet right now as the kind of life from his eyes begin to deteriorate, really.
What the fuck is going on?
As the god plate shrinks to a smallest form, you then see the eagle then bank around and turn to then look at the god plate as it now flies. It now just hovers there, looking in at the god plate. Oh my god, that was so long ago, Joygasm.
Fucking blast from the past.
To the north, to the northeast, you see the elk, and to the northwest, you see the fire. Sandstorm.
All right,
Have you
rotate
been
it to the right so we can get to this fire.
Sandstorm, have you been keeping an eye out during this time?
Of course, I'm in the not me. So Sandstorm is in the trees, using his supervision, and looking all places.
Okay, make me a perception check as you're looking out there onto the world.
Do I get a bonus because I got supervision?
No, you just have much more range.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh, for fuck's sake!
Fucking hell.
No advantage.
What's your passive perception?
I'm
You do
in
not.
advantage,
What's your
dog.
passive perception?
As you've actively been keeping an eye out this entire time,
Fuck you. That was my advantage. My passive. Oh.
No, it doesn't matter.
slinking out from the trees above you, an uninvited guest.
Oh
You
my
hear
God.
You hear from the trees a voice, you all do. In the harsh whirl of the magical energy of the god plate. Strangers have come to pray to the gods? Or are they thieves here to take what is being gifted to us? The voice has a strangled twist of insanity to it. From the crumbled pillar to the north, it slinks over it through the branches as you see the green-scaled face with serpentine features then drops down to directly in front of you, Sandstorm, nose to nose nearly.
Oh, fuck.
It then rears up in the trees, nearly 8 feet high, as you see its large cobra hood, followed by snake body, wraps around the branch in the tree, and its green eyes with black irises, with also a golden orb in the middle of its pupil, like a blinding star. Madness. You stand before the golden light. I please ask you to stand back before the gods. And that's where we're going to end our session.
Oh, fuck.
I fucking hate you so much. This is so stressful.
Love you.
Yeah.
Good night, guys. I'm going
Wow.
to bed.
Oh, mate.
Good night, buddy. Thank you so much for hanging in there, though. I know it's late. I'm sorry we did go over. I'm really sorry we went over and we had some stressful stuff going on. But you guys got past the unicorn puzzle quite quickly. You guys got the quickest route there, honestly. I was counting your actions and making sure you got there in time because it was Ikrim who was interacting with them, so it worked out kind of well.
Kazimir's got daddy issues.
Yeah, what's with these puzzles? Fuck.
Ikrim's getting his essence sucked out by an orb.
Yeah.
You give me worse than a peasant, son.
I have -1 strength now.
Plebkrim.
This-
This
What's-
godblade shit is fucking ridiculous.
This is so annoying.
Just a magical vacuum.
Well, yeah, it sucked out the energy, and you have to take it back. What do you have to give to get it? Exactly.
Not saliva.
So-
That's what I'm wondering.
No, not
Especially
so-
if it's got the fire thing. I'm wondering if it's got something to do with my fire elemental.
Maybe you just need to fucking light
Or
on
the
fire.
fire of
Get a
my
lighter.
soul.
if you would recall during the initiation of Osa, what were you? What was your final form through that trial? I wonder. Well, until next time, you will find out on Dragon's Brew Z.
If it's
I
a
am
bear,
Dragon's
I'll be
Cat.
like, fuck you.
No, we're not fucking making a bear. Thank you so much, everyone, for being with us tonight. Thank you so much. We are going to do a raid. We're going to raid up, and we're going to go say hello to our friend Bill, and we're going to give him all the love we can. Throw some dragons up. Throw Kazimir up, because he's the one torturing his dad. It's fantastic.
I didn't
Yeah,
do
this dude-
anything.
Look at this.
I'm just doing what he's told me to do.
If you'll see down in Joygasm's screen, you will see how far we've come from back in the very
Look at
first.
this. This is the original.
Oh, God, what is my head?
OG.
Robbie's framing still sucks.
That's probably later.
Still at the very bottom of the screen.
Yeah.
Going to sleep again there, mate.
So we're gonna go raid. Thank you all for hanging in with us tonight. I'll be back where you can catch me on Tall Squirrel's channel on Sunday morning, 6 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, or 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time if you are in Florida or that side of the world. You can also come and see us on our Discord as well, where you can come and talk to us, and you can see wonderful photos of kittens, because I'm getting the kitty. We're gonna have a new mascot, aka Sansom. You can also catch us on the Twitters as Dragons Are Cats. And also you can... What else? You can catch Joygasm streaming as well, because he does a good stream.
Yeah, I do streams. I do a community night every Tuesday. Catch me there, play some games, have some fun.
Well, and with that, we will catch you all next time. Until then, friends, pros, and familiars, please keep
Is donate your stats to me.
roll.
Yeah. How much money to donate stats?
And with that, thank you so much. We will raid in just a second. Thank you so much, and good night.
Peace.